fucking words. I'm coming for you. I'm gonna find out who the fuck you are. You motherfucker. You are fucked. Clip this one, bitches. Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you. You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. Coming for you.
No.
I'm coming for you.
Sound good?
Coming for you.
Fair enough?
Coming for you.
Alright.
You need Jesus. Please talk about boys.
So,
I'm looking. Please talk about punk ass bitches. I'm looking. We come from the bottom, and he cleans us off, and he raises us up. Raises us up. A man can lay with a man, but it's reached a point of, I believe, sexual attraction for Philip.
enough with the being completely unfair to me and trying to make it out like I'm a villain. Go fuck yourselves. Literally, lick the shit in my asshole. I don't care about any of you. You're all insignificant humans. None of you will ever do anything with your lives. Get fucked.
Sir, this is a Wendy's.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Bloodshed and bullets.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you.
On diarrhea day, dog.
Mark my fucking words. I'm coming for you.
Doodle snap the trickle.
You are fucked. And you are done. I'm coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you.
Sound good?
Coming for you. Coming for you. Burn on the oven. Coming for you. Coming for you. Coming for you. Now, why do I need to bring this up? Alright? Because tomorrow's my day off. I got 2 big bills due this week. Everything all at once.
Who?
2 big bills. Chill.
Give a pill.
I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. I'm reliant on chance to pay all my bills. I got 2 big bills. I got 2 big bills. We want people who are actually here to have a good time and chill. I got 2 big bills. I don't want to be Mr. Bills. When I pop tags, I feel so pain. I can feel bills coming off my face. A timed release of 2 big bills. This is the United States of Phil. Chill. Give her a pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. 2 big bills. Chill. Give her a pill. I got 2 big bills. The electric bill. I got 2 big bills. The internet bill. I got 2 big bills. 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 2 big bills.
And welcome everybody.
Hey, there we go.
Why is it so quiet in here? What's going on? So quiet. It's quiet in here today. What's up, everybody? We're in the house. Meerkat is behind the controls for reasons. And that's why that WPIG wasn't on today either, because reasons. Hopefully it's fixed up soon. But nonetheless, we'll give you a great show. A lot of stuff to talk about today. Of course, so much stuff to talk about. So much stuff to talk about. First, let's get to the one, the only, the creative style, the so many ways, musical style, streamer style, your Eastern European style. Meerkat Mob, how you feeling?
Hey, what's up everybody? This is gonna be a very dangerous stream to run because this was done on a pretty short notice and everything was set up last minute. So apologies in advance. I'll be sitting here in the office and trying to make things work. So can we get a sound check from chat? How is the sound? Just let us know and I'll try and update it as we go along.
Sounds horrible. Let's see. Everyone's saying sound is clipping. We can't tell. It's all muted? Sound good. No video. Sounds good. Meerkat is very loud. It's terrible. See, people start memeing and then you don't know who's telling the truth or
terrible,
not.
yeah.
That's one of my pet peeves. Yeah, that's one of my serious pet peeves of the life. But if I'm low, Meerkat can jack me up. He can always jack me up in many ways. Well, let's get to it. Nonetheless, let's get to Cerebral. Also, Cerebral style, logical style. Steve of the Dead. How you feeling?
I've been better, to be honest, but I'm here now, and I've not been muted because I hadn't said anything until this point. So
There we
now
go.
hopefully they can hear me.
Yes. Let me know if my mic sounds better. I did change the setting there, so hopefully it's better. Let me know. Then we go to, of course, the king of the show, the king of the world, some might say. King of the universe, actually.
Man.
This is the one, the only King Sly T.
Hey, yo, what's poppin', baby? Talk to me nice. How you doing, fellas? It's been a minute.
I gotta ask you. I always wanted to ask this. Was King Sly T? Is that final T in honor of anyone? The final T.
It wasn't, but now the show is, man.
King Sly.
It's definitely the T's in there now, for real, for my dog. Yeah, no, it wasn't. It was always Sly T. It's a spinoff of a gangster from my city called Sly Green. So but then the T just made sense now. So I gotta live, man. I'm his reincarnation, man.
Sounds good.
We all do it. Because I mean, like you've got ALT. Could the T not
absolutely.
be?
Mm-hmm.
Meerkat mob. Yeah.
We've got two T's commemorating him twice. You know,
Steve of the Dead, fantastic, Mr. Sam. T's are everywhere. We keep it real over here.
we missed
gang.
Yeah.
We do miss them. All right, let us know how it's going, everybody. Why is the production quality so low? That's very, very rude to Meerkat, by the way. He has a last second, literally 15 minutes to get ready for this, because Sam was a late style. It could not get going. He wasn't feeling so well, so he had a late style change. My computer is FUC KED right now, so he had to do it. So big ups to Meerkat for letting this happen, because without that we would not be doing this. But Meerkat, you there?
If you want to send a mini
I'm
box
here.
to ALT,
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
making sure everything's fixed. I think the audio should be better now. We should be able to begin and adjourn this pre-stream into the better lands of what the fuck happened this week and what the fuck.
Yeah.
Man, what the fuck?
The schedule.
Oh,
No,
business first, don't we?
Business style.
That's
You're
our
right.
schedule, isn't
The only
it?
business style. Meerkat, you can handle the big business style. Only one business style announcement in my mind, I think.
All right, so that has to be the Gintro. We are still taking in all of your meaningful contributions to the competition. Send it to us in any way that you can find us, and we're going to make sure that they go to the pool of all these submissions. So, I guess that's it. You might ask, when is the deadline? There's no deadline yet. So, do your thing. We're going to let you know in advance when is the last day. So, it's all good.
Yeah, I think we should probably think it's going to be 2 weeks from now. So think about that. 2 weeks from now is possibly the deadline. We got to talk about it and figure out when we can definitely do it for sure. But big ups to some people out here. Regis Fields said, I heard a rumor that you guys are doing so bad at my game show that you're actually losing to a girl. A girl. Yes, that is right. We're still trying to get over that. That injury is still killing us, even though she's been on the show maybe 3 times and she's still the leader somehow. Profit, big up. ALT hit me up at the stream and helped get it back up. Thanks, brother. And Aid Robinson says, for my favorite meaningful style creators, Aid and Becca. You guys are legends. Thanks so much. But let's get to it. I'm going to start out not chronologically, like I often do, like Chrono Trigger does. Not chronologically. We're going to go most recent in the news. And King Sly T dropped a big stream on Saturday night.
Oh my god.
Dutch Brothers. So I want to know. Yeah, we got to ask about it now. I'm gonna start with it. What were your thoughts on that interview and how it went?
I thought it was I thought they were gonna have the juice, man. I thought they were gonna have some good. Listen, I talked to him before, and I was asking him a couple questions. I was like, just, have them get ready if they had something good, and they didn't have anything really. They didn't have any emails to show they talked. They didn't have any like DM or conversation with him. And then as soon as that, I was like, it's gonna go. So we're just gonna have to have the conversation. I thought there was going to be something.
Yeah.
And so we just went for it, because at that point I can't back out. I gotta go for it now. Because it was originally just supposed to be me and Darksy. And then I saw a tweet from them saying that they're going to restream. And I was all confused. I was like, I thought you were like loving Phil. Why is this happening? So then I just DM'd them like, yo, you want to talk about this? They said they would love it. And I said, all right, cool. Never in a million years did I think it would be this big of a deal. Because it's, first of all, they've been around doing this for a minute. They have been off the Phil wave for a minute. I didn't expect it until Alt DM me and was like, yo, can you ask this? I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, this might be bigger than big. So I didn't have the views up at all. I average about like 250. And I look at it and it was like 6. I'm like, what is going on? So then we just had to ride it out. I never thought it would last that long. I thought it was, me and Darks were like, all right, we'll give it about like 40 hour, we'll just keep it around there. Never expected it, but I had fun. I thought it was funny, but
it was fun.
They just didn't really have much. I think it would have been better if they had some goods, but
but I think like when you think about it, it just proves what we already know, that to be a legitimate Phil fan, you have to be a certain type of person, and I think we saw 2 of those type of people on that interview. I'm not trying to be rude, but you know what I'm saying, Steve? Didn't you get that vibe?
I've been getting that vibe a lot recently. There's been a number of things happening in the Phil sort of snortex, apologies, that have given me that vibe. And yeah, that was one of them. But it's a bit disappointing that they didn't bring like at least emails. You'd think with like what they sent him over the amount of time that they have sent him stuff, they'd have something.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. They just said, oh, we sent it and it was off a whim. I just didn't believe it. I'm sorry. So I pressed the issue because I'm like, I'm not understanding. This doesn't make sense. This is Phil. You don't open mail if it ain't have a return or nothing. Or you didn't talk to him. You just open. That's why I was like, but yeah, guess he didn't, man. I tried, gang.
It really sounded like to me like one person was the ringleader and the other person was kind of just like, all right, this is something fun. And one of them had a certain way about him that made you think that he is a Phil fan, legitimately. And the other one was kind of like just along for the ride, kind of. That's what my vibe was from it. I mean, I don't know if it's true or not, but I guess that does. Like, I guess that means that Phil just opens shit up, which I probably believe all the time anyway. He's not gonna pass up free shit. If you send him shit, he's gonna open it. He'll get pissed off if something bad in it, but he's gonna open it anyway. Come on, why not? He's like, could be something in there. He says he throws it away, but I actually believe that he does open everything because, like, what are you gonna do? It's what's the worst it could be? Right. You open it up, it's something bad, it goes right into the trash can, and then you're done. Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm opening anything you send.
Yeah. Why not? It's not. It can't be that bad. It's not gonna be a bomb. Right. You never know. I mean, if I was Cyrax, I might not open mail from anybody, but I don't think anyone's doing that to DSP. Meerkat, what do you think on this? What were your thoughts? Did you hear it in the interview or no?
Yeah, I don't think it was very productive because, like you said, there was a lot of things that we found out that we knew about him, but it was definitely entertaining. I had a lot of entertainment watching it, especially when Prophet called in and was very entertaining.
Yo, he felt so bad. I said, yo, I didn't mean to make that face, Prophet. I swear I'm reading the chat and I'm listening to him and I was going to say pause, but then it went too far. I apologize. I thought it was funny. I watched back it and I thought it was funny, bro. Don't feel bad, bro. It was funny. It was funny, dog. It was funny. The Island Boy, that whole thing. I brought him up because they were beefing in the chat or whatever. So I thought it'd be funny for him that now you're gonna have to respond. You got face to face him. Let's go talk. Yeah. And then he jumped in with that, and I'm like, wait, what?
It was a good closer. If nothing else, it was a good closer. Off the top rope, close it up.
Yeah. We were just towards the end. Once they found like the 30-minute mark, I'm like, these motherfuckers ain't got shit. Let's just see how far we could take this, and then we were gonna cut it. I just never experienced the Reddit side of the vortex, bro. These motherfuckers is crazy, son.
What do you mean by the Reddit side of things? For people that might not know.
I stayed in surface level. I'm on the shoreline. I thought everything was wavy. Everyone loved each other. Everybody was cool. They are making like I am it was a what do they call it? A gay op? I don't even I don't know what I don't even know what that means. But they threw me in there like I was working for the Dutch brothers. I'm like, what? Oh, what are you talking? He's like, they did an interview with this guy that I've never heard of. That's your fault. I've been around. I've been here. I've been around. They are. They're ridiculous. They're like, oh yeah, they must have just planned this so they can show that they're good. Phil's a good guy. Whoa. Then you haven't seen any of what I've done, like at all. If you think I'm going to be the one to help Phil up.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And those are the people that, like, those are the ones that complain the most, those people. But most of the people were fine with it. Like, it wasn't this big of a deal. But, like, if you ask Reddit, oh, I'm a demon now. Oh, they hate duty though.
Gotta beat your demons, dude. You gotta beat.
Honestly, got no idea what like the DSP the detractor Reddits are like, because it involves, they're always locked, so they always involve like creating an account and fuck creating an account on Reddit. So it was sort of like live in ignorance of that part of the detractor sphere.
Has it Meerkat, you know better than us. Has Reddit? I mean, Reddit's fine. I like Reddit's good. It's a source of stuff. They do some, like this one thread that Meerkat you shared 3 days ago. The Craig and Adam and RTU and DSP thing, like timelines and stuff. It's so beautiful. Like peak agricultural site days. Like remember those days when people would have like incredible posts, like just pages of stuff.
Effort
you
posts.
It'd take you an afternoon and you'd be loving it. You know, this is deep lore. That's when it's on. That's when it's good, right? And obviously, some parts bad. But in my opinion, though, Mirka, do you think it's like becoming the agricultural site light now, since maybe not so many people can use the agricultural site now?
Yeah, they can. It's still public. It's just a
it's
different
public
domain.
Now.
Yeah.
It's not on tour, right? Okay, it's back.
No.
Okay. I was trying.
But
I
mean, they can talk about whatever they want in the subreddit. I understand that.
Yeah,
it's just people talking about stuff. And there you go. I don't really care about it. I got my own voice. That's why I got my own channel, and I talk to you guys. So if I want to say something, I'll just say it.
Yeah.
And they're entitled to their own voices if they don't have a way that they can broadcast it out, to write it in a message board, whatever they think is right.
Yeah. But anyway, I think those 2 guests were the tough part, right? Getting over those 2 guests, and I think we've had many cases now where we can learn that Phil fans don't make the best interviews. It's just not going to happen. I know that's what we want, but it's just not going to happen. It's just
counterpoint. Air Raid Lord and Panda Lee.
Panda Lee.
Air Raid Lord. Oh yeah, Air Raid Lord would be good. But Panda Lee would be hyped too. That's a little different.
No. That interview. That specific interview.
Oh, that specific interview. Yeah.
The other one I get the most. Well, not the most, but this is the other one. And this is I can't help you. These 2 things.
Okay,
me being black can't change that. Sorry, I'm 100% nigga. I'm staying nigga all day long. Can't change that. Sorry. Urban style gang. That's me. Yeah. And 2, I'm not these people. Okay. You think they can do it? Go. I bet you they don't even want to talk to these motherfuckers anymore. They're like, oh yeah, if all had it. You can't squeeze nothing from these people. They don't got nothing to squeeze. You talk. All 3 of these people can talk all they want. You're not gonna get nothing different out of it. I'm telling you. There's nothing. I asked what Alt wanted me to ask right off rip, and it was a no. Like, go ahead. There was nothing. Y'all gonna you try it. Y'all want to talk to him? Go be my guest. I'm not talking to no one. I want a live dent, man. I want one in the field. That's what I want. That's it. And that's it. Then I'm done
like
for real.
Like with a giant net.
Yes. I don't want to
stalking it through the jungles with like one of them helmets.
Don't give it time to prepare, because I definitely felt that was prepared. And there was a lot of stuff they withheld too. They were not saying everything.
Yes. You know. And I thought I was doing the right thing by pressing them, but they're like, oh, Sly's being mean. I'm talking like I always talk. I'm loud. This is me. Like I'm not yelling at you guys. I'm just talking loud. This is how I am. I'm animated. I'm loud. I'm sorry. This is me.
They have Phil's conception of mean, though, don't they? Anybody that's seen Phil's chat will inherently like take on his values and his perceptions of definitions. So when Phil's like, "Oh, people are being mean to me," you know, a slight criticism, slight sort of like raising your voice, a slight sort of escalation in maybe volume or tension or domination, whatever in the dynamic. It'll be like, "Oh, they're being mean to me," so they're going to take that on. So they're never going to be able to like handle like actual interactions with people where you're friendly enough that you can actually riff on each other and bounce a couple of jokes back and forth,
You know what I did like, though? King Gokin showed up in the chat. He was in there like the whole time, and I was clowning on him a lot because I saw him. I was trying to bait him. I wanted to talk to him. I want a Discord dent. That's what I want. Discord dent.
Big ups.
I want one.
Ibiga for the gifted sub. Thanks, Ibiga.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I think that's they kind of put that to bed. I mean,
Yeah, we're done,
interview
we're done.
happened. We didn't learn anything about it.
Nah.
That's it. You know, it's
That's it.
whatever.
And I'm on it. I'm over. I'm planning for Trav today, baby. I got Trav. I'm gonna bomb on today. That's gonna happen. Got to put an end to it all. Got to put an end to
Hey,
it.
wait, hold on. So I guess let's get into that.
Oh, my bad. No, we can wait.
No,
Go ahead.
That's good. That's good.
Oh
because
shit, that happened this week as well, didn't it?
Yes.
That's something we got to talk about. So
Oh my
let's get into
god.
that. Go ahead, Meerkat.
Well, no, I suggest you guys transition into the next topic. And you, ALT, and Sly had a stream about it, so I think you better than anybody else can recap what actually happened this week.
Yeah, so let's just. I'm getting this. I'm using Reddit here for this guy Wallcell, whatever. Put this awesome timeline in. So I'm gonna go through that timeline really fast. Not transitioning like OIC, which is totally cool if that's OIC. Is it really OIC or not? Is it OIC or not? I mean, it seems like Phil was kind of worried about it and very serious about it, which makes me think it is real.
Phil has no idea what's going on. Phil didn't know what HT was or what it meant. He has no fucking clue. So I Phil.
What does that mean? That's funny. Hey, I'm transitioning. What does that mean? Okay, what? I don't even know. It's like they said like a bad joke. You didn't know what it meant. It's like Phil did not know how to handle that in any way, so we just ignored it. What a supportive streamer.
Yeah, I know. Right? His inner Phil wanted to come out and clown him. Oh, gay this. What? You sucking dick now? What? No,
yeah.
Phil doesn't even know what transition is in OBS, let alone anything else.
Yeah,
he doesn't even have transitions. He just push the next scene, flashes.
He just scrolls and manually resizes everything himself.
Hang on, let me bring this up for you. Hang on.
Yeah, it's so bad. Hotkeys, brother. They tell you hotkeys.
I like the lean when he goes like, okay, I got it.
But guys, like compare that. I don't know what you mean, but thanks for the super chat. Jasper's fine. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be worried about Jasper. Jasper's okay. He's perfectly healthy. He's been inside the house. He's just in the room before. You know, he's fine. He's healthy. Yeah, I don't know why you'd be worried about it. Compare the two responses there. You know, there's a world of difference between Phil genuinely not knowing what the fuck he's talking about and Phil bullshitting.
Yeah, there's a special kind of Phil awkwardness where he doesn't know what's going on. You can see it during the Versus the Internet sometimes when it's a video kind of about a topic that like is, you know, could be a hot button topic or like, you know, there's different opinions about it. And Phil cannot handle those situations when he doesn't know doesn't want to say anything wrong. So he just says like nothing. It's really awkward. Like, huh, yeah, okay.
Oh, and also.
Yeah, the stare. That's the classic too. He has like 4 reactions. Huh, okay. Oh, and then the stare. That's your 4 options.
And there's
when he's feeling awkward.
Sometimes you got the disappointed. What was it? Oh my god.
Yeah.
It's like when he's embarrassed. Yeah, he's embarrassed and he's disappointed that somebody who enjoys his stuff send him a video that he hates that much and that it's so stupid.
Don't you people know any better? Tell you well enough.
Don't put me on the spot. You assholes. I forgot the goat laugh. I mean, goat laugh is free. That's for all content, Ibiga. Goat laugh is just all
a
the
free
time.
square.
Aid Robinson says, to quote Chill Murray 7, this is the final season for Phil. You mean Chills Murray, actually. Chills Murray.
Chills Murray, yeah.
Chills Murray's a legend.
I don't know who that is. Who's that? I don't know.
No one does.
No one knows.
No one knows. The Chills Murray coin is going higher though, so you get a lot of mentions. Chills Murray. Big ups.
I got framed. I thought I was gonna get a shout out. Everyone else is getting them. I'm not. I get one. Oh, King Slide tip. Now everyone in there was like, oh, he's a fraud. What? What are you talking about? I'm not giving him nothing ever. Okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe, but I got my drop though. So I got my drop.
Yeah. We all need one of those.
Though. Bit disappointed. Yeah. We did get a shout out. We don't even mention it in the leaks at least once. Like,
oh, come on. But anyway,
we are your premier source of Phil information.
Yeah, come on. That being said, just one of my mannerisms. I don't know.
Anyway, I like that was my favorite. Y'all got the greatest when that being said and just looked at the camera. Yeah, you fucked up, didn't you?
We did get another great one of those. Someone had asked him like, you know, what's the value of like paying for you to watch like a couple of seconds of a clip and then say a line and skip it, and he was like, well, you know, And he was like, you could see him thinking and realizing, oh shit, if I argue this the way I'm going to argue this, they're right. So he goes to, well, there's no guarantee that I'd actually watch everything. Instead of like,
that was
even
amazing.
my restaurant
Yeah.
analogy has failed. Please
The restaurant analogy. Yeah, you paid for a pizza, you might not get it. That's cool.
fuck, can't use that one. I need another one. Oh, fuck.
So here's the deal. You can be $5 when you walk in the restaurant, and we might give you pizza. We might skip it on by, though. So just, it's a great deal, though. You get all these kind of benefits. It's incredible.
I might tell you how good it was.
Yes. But all right, before we get back to that, let's talk a little bit about side scrollers and what started with an innocent thing with kind of innocent, I should say. Adam and Craig talking about to Phil on Twitter, and it started out with Craig. Adam said, "I'm surprised I'm not blocked yet," about DSP, and of course DSP has to answer that and says, "I don't randomly look for people to block, So it's not like that, even though he often has blocked people that haven't interacted with him at all. But anyways, he doesn't look for people to block. Whatever. Adam comes back and says, I tried to give you actual advice. DSP says his famous company line. I said an interview was fair, and I said it the day after. I said it after as well, and I still say it today. The only problem is the day after when they said bad shit about him when he wasn't there, even though he was there the day before for 5 hours. Fair. And he said pussy shit. Remember? DSP said that was pussy shit for hater bucks. Pussy shit for hater bucks. Adam, on the next show, on Twitter actually, said like the point of the show is not to make money. And he gave an honest opinion during the interview. He said, and I agree with that. He definitely said his honest opinion many times to DSP's face during the interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's many times. This is rich coming from you, Phil. Holy shit, Phil. The detractors.
To all intents and purposes, Adam was the sort of like everyman. He was the one that like the sort of person that Phil was hoping to convince with the interview in the first place, wasn't he? Because he stated right at the start, I want this to be a place where people can come and get all the answers about all the shit, And so Adam served that purpose, and his response then speaks volumes about how Phil handled that. But he had no reason to lie to Phil.
Yeah.
Why would he? He's being honest. He's the neutral party that you want to impress. He's going to give you his response, and he did. It's just that Phil can't handle it. So,
and
Twitter bitch.
I want you to remember what Phil said earlier, what I just said in Twitter. To Craig's face, or not face, but to Craig's Twitter, Adam's Twitter, he said, the interview was fair. I still think it was fair. The day after was fair, because that's going to be important later when we get into Discord leaks. He said it was fair. That's all he said. It was fair, and I believe it was fair today, still today. Anyways, next we get to the Side Scroller show, all right? And Craig brings up the DSP drama. And it's clear that Adam is not as into it this time. He's kind of like, do we want to go into this? Yeah, and he just says, like, whatever. He kind of just talked about the same things he already said on Twitter. Not much there. So now, Rich enters the picture, all right? Rich comes in. Now, how does Rich get involved? They took a shot at... Rich took a shot at Side Scrollers for saying the F slur in 2016, right? 2016, he said the F word.
Because of the Melanie Mac joint. Because of Melanie Mac.
This is even before that. This is what started it.
Right? You're going from the...
Yeah,
okay, got you. Go ahead. Get your go off, King.
That's how they started talking. Like, Craig, they make fun of him on that. Now, Craig does the worst. Well, I think the worst move of the whole thing of that from Side Score's side was, I'm going to start a stream until Phil lets us on the show.
Trash, bro. Trash. Dent.
That was cringe.
That was cringy, right? And I'm the biggest defender of Craig. I knew him when no one else knew him on this show.
You had faith. You had faith.
You did?
But this was just a bad move. Yeah, this was a bad. This was not cool. This is not cool. This was definitely it. A lot of times bringing up drama and stuff. All right, you want to talk about it on the show? It's a fun thing DSP did. Let's talk about it. That's not. I don't think that's milking. But in this case, it is milking. When you're saying, like, I'm not continuing my show. I'm not to do my normal show. Fuck you, fans. We're waiting for DSP to come on our show. That's kind of...
When you know he ain't showing up. That's the thing.
Yeah. That's...
You don't know. You know he's not coming.
That's kind of... one I didn't agree with. Okay? I didn't agree with that move. And that's...
And the monetize the haters was even worse.
Monetize haters was even worse. Too. He didn't say that, but yeah, this was kind of the same thing. And it worked, by the way. It worked. $800, by the way.
Reddit, man.
$800.
I know it's got to be Reddit. I'm blaming everything. I'm like Phil now. Reddit.
See,
wanna
so
know-
I
Yeah, go
still
ahead,
can't.
Steve.
Sorry, just briefly, because he's
Yeah,
being
please.
upfront and honest. He's blatantly saying, monetizing you. I'm fucking
Yeah, yeah.
monetizing you. So it's I
who's
really hate that.
So here's the thing, guys. So I know it's people in chat are saying agreeing with us. That's a bad move Craig did. So who then is giving him this money? Because someone is. Lots of people are. Because Craig did 2.5-hour stream, totally trying to monetize the trolls. That I'm assuming some of you guys are here, and it worked because $800 was given to him. That's kind of rewarding that behavior, guys.
Yeah.
You want to see those
Yeah.
kind of boring streams when he sits there waiting for DSP to do nothing? I mean, I'm sure none of you guys in chat are like that. You guys are all legends, but someone out there's a group of people out there. I guess that's the troll tipper group, that maybe they're the unspoken for group. I don't know. Who knows?
The silent majority.
I was just about to say it. Yeah.
Great minds, man.
Yeah, but it's just there you go. Anyone that can be sexually harassed by a video game NPC can't call anyone a pussy. Great line. Mind the North
Not
Star.
even an NPC, a fridge. A fucking fridge.
Fridge. It's pissing me off. It's so noisy. I can't even hear myself think. Right. Duty Streams, big ups King Sly T and the Sloppy Gang. Big ups Sloppy Gang.
Oh God. Yeah. Thank you, brother. That's my dog.
Kansad says, big ups, guys, for the folks criticizing the interview. Instead of just crapping on it, provide constructive criticism that everyone can learn from. Okay. That's what we're all about, constructive criticism. I think we provided a little bit. I think it wasn't even, I said it wasn't even King Sly's fault. I think the subjects were not great. And I know it's very tough to end early. Like I would have probably ended earlier, but it's extremely tough to do that, guys, when you got a lot of viewers watching you. Even though that might be the right move, it's tough to make that move. I definitely understand all that. But anyways, let's get back up. Let's not get derailed.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Go.
So, okay, next. This is when the stuff really happens. Craig is still doing that wait for DSP stream. Remember? This is all happening. Review Tech USA comes on, and Travis is there. And then they start going back and forth about Melanie Mac, right? Okay, so Melanie Mac in her one of her videos literally said, not that we can't play it, but it's just there's a church burning, and this church said like gay people are welcome here or something like that.
It was an
Doesn't
LGBT get together. LGBTQ get together. Yeah, they had like.
And I'm gonna be her exact reaction was, fantastic, powerful, right? That was her reaction. Not a quip of a smile, not a thought of joking. Powerful. And he said, I remember powerful. I definitely remember saying powerful.
Yeah. God will not be mocked. That's what
God will not be mocked. Yeah. So whatever you think, whatever your thoughts on that, doesn't matter, but that's her thoughts on this. It was not a joke. In no universe can you say that was a joke. RTU comes on the stream and talks to Travis, says, Travis, I think he said he thought Travis was just there to be the token gay guy. He said that not to his face, but earlier somewhere. Because he didn't ask Melanie Mac about that exact question, which as a gay person, you might want to ask about that. I think that's a fair question that RTU asked. You might, why didn't you ask about this? You asked Phil about every fucking thing under the sun, including the backpack, the black pack, the, all the other stuff they showed in the video.
Slave trade.
Mm-hmm.
How come you did not ask her about that? It was RTU's question. Very direct question. And Travis, for whatever reason, decided not to answer that question. And he instead decided to attack Review Tech on many different topics, calling him the token gay person and stuff like this. So that is why, in my opinion, everyone has their own opinions. I don't know, Review Tech came out being the sanest one of this insane group because he was just asking a question that Travis did not want to answer. And instead of directly answering it, he decided to throw more shit on the fire and say like, well, he brought up a lot of extra stuff when the base of the argument was, hey, why didn't you ask her about this? And Travis didn't want to answer that. So then Travis went off. And I think my opinion happened is Travis kind of think like, shit, I should have done that, but I did not do that. But I don't want to admit that I should have done that. I will just instead throw as much other information as I can in here rather than answer the question. And still to this day, he's not answered the question why he didn't ask Melanie Mac about that. And it would have been over if he did that. If he said, I should have asked her, but I didn't. I wish I did ask her, but I was kind of, I knew it might have killed the vibe of the show. Like, that's a fine answer, right? I should have asked her, but it would have ruined the vibe. We were all having fun. You know what that? Go ahead, Steve.
I feel like it's a bit like, I don't know, maybe not necessarily hypocritical, but it just doesn't feel right to me, like, for Rich, straight guy, to come in and go, you as a gay person should have done this. You know,
that's a fair thought
like,
too.
If he's like, I'm not bothered personally by this issue, then that's his choice to make.
Yeah, no, that's not the problem. I am fine. I've even told him. I said, you don't have to be upset about it. I'm not, just like if someone said y'all said something racist and I just laugh, I might not be offended by it, but I'm still gonna have to check you on that fact because of other people. I feel like other people that are disenfranchised group could be offended by it, and people were DMing me saying they are offended by it. So I would have just been like, listen, I'm not offended, but why would you make that joke? Like. People aren't going to be as like, well, I don't even like saying joke because it's not a joke. Why? This
that's
is
the
how
thing
you
too.
believe.
Don't forget about that. Travis tried to say that was a joke, and it was not
and
a
minimize
joke
it
in any
as a
way,
joke.
shape, or form. That was not meant to be a joke by Melanie Mack. No one sane can think that.
Not at all. This is what I'm on. She said this statement, then she read a scripture to back up the statement. Where is the joke in this? There's no joke. And you minimized it by saying it's a joke, not a big deal. Oh, everyone's too sensitive. And then you got Craig, because I have bullet pointed that entire interview for today. I'm all ready to bomb. I'm going in. And they're bigging up Alex Stein. They're like all these things. Like these people are like all right wing. So when he's saying y'all are you're just sitting there letting Travis is just sitting there allowing all these people that clearly fall on one side of the spectrum just trash your people, and you're just saying it's not that big of a deal. You're looking crazy. To me, you're just looking nuts, regardless if you're offended.
So, Bearcat, I want to get your take too. But okay, so like Steve said, it's okay to not be offended by something, definitely.
But it's like, I wouldn't say just like, hey, you should be speaking out about this thing, on behalf of, all these other disenfranchised groups. If you personally didn't find it offensive, then that's his call to decide, whether he wants to say something or not. And it's cool. It's good that you morally you think, no, I would speak up for these disenfranchised groups, but I personally would never tell you should be. Whereas Rich came in sort of saying, no, you should.
I wouldn't have called him a token.
And Rich, of course. I want to be very clear. No one is saying that Rich was like big W Rich. No one's saying that. It was all handled atrociously. Everyone looks bad in that whole group. It was cringe watching it. Rich getting close to the camera and stuff. It was like comedy at some points for sure. But anyways, a very nuanced.
It was a golden opportunity for them to come together and shit on Phil for 2 hours, and they blew it.
Instead, they turned on each other. So, anyways, but what were your thoughts?
Every week, it's a piece of piss. So.
Yeah, definitely.
I think, and I'll start from the beginning. I think the monetize the haters thing, I don't have anything inherently wrong with it. If you want to give them your money, go ahead and do it. But the content that comes out of that is corny as fuck, and it's not very entertaining. I think all of them took L's that entire stream. There was 2 grown men yelling at each other. One of them was sitting in his fucking car, and they were yelling at each other to shut the fuck up, which is embarrassing. Travis got yelled at. He got bodied as well. But I laughed a bit about it, so I am kind of entertained. But I would say they could have done much better to entertain me, so I could laugh more. And that's what I think, basically. Oh, and lastly, on the Melanie Mack chick, everything that I know about her is against my will. I've learned it without actually wanting to, and I don't want to care about any of that drama that she's involved in because it's corny to me.
Yes,
and it's embarrassing.
I agree with that. Yes. So in the end, in my ALT summary, not speaking for anybody else, just for ALT summary, it is wrong to tell anyone how they should think or ask them why they don't think this way. All that shit is wrong. But when someone's asking you a direct question, it would help your case to also choose to answer that question in some way rather than bringing up extra information just to avoid answering the question. I mean, this would not have been over if Travis said, what, it doesn't bother me, so that's it. But outright lying about it, in my opinion, saying it was a joke when you can't watch that video and think it's a joke. But I mean, if that's how Travis took it, that's his prerogative. He could have said that as well to answer the question, but he did not answer the question. And then we got back and forth. Shut the fuck up! Don't tell me to shut the fuck up! Blah 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 blah. Everyone took L's, and then we just move on. Any other last thoughts on that, Steve?
No, let's move on.
You good? Yeah, let's move on.
I'm
Let's
over
move on.
Let's
not
get back to
fun
shitting
talk
on
about.
DSP because otherwise we'll start taking L's.
I agree.
Man.
We don't want to join them with the L's. But let's go. All right. So next thing that happened was, I guess we should talk about Arkham first. I guess Arkham was banned by
That was
DSP.
also this fucking week. Oh my
Yes,
god.
it was
Yes,
it was a lot going
It's
on.
been
Arkham-
amazing, hasn't it?
Arkham was definitely banned by DSP, and very much wondering, jumped right into detractor stuff like minutes later, saying like, I was banned, I don't know why, and turned out they're 15 years old. A lot of detractors were kind of telling them how they should be thinking and stuff, and it's kind of what it is. And Arkham now is like in everyone's chat all over the place. So and just because Arkham's relatives said he should ask Phil for some kind of compensation for the work they were doing. And,
His brothers.
And
Yeah,
Equifield then as well.
Yep.
That was
Well,
really the spark, although doubtless, his brothers, his relatives had an influence that was more than that than Aquatiles. Aquatiles was the bit where it came public because everybody was going into each other's chats and, it made Chrono Trigger a bit more interesting than Phil's typical playthrough. And
yeah. It's so then of course the worst crime you could do against DSP. You know what that is? Asking him for compensation.
Ooh.
He called that a
That's it.
scam.
yeah,
He was trying to scam him.
Yeah.
Fucking scam me, bitch.
like you're some sort of vet.
You know who you're talking to? The fuck out of here. We'll get it. And
Yeah,
then so
right.
he fucking deleted how many shorts? I don't know how many shorts deleted. Blocked them, and Arkham is still wondering what's going on. I bet they're still, at 15, who knows? But Arkham, hope you're doing well. Hope it's a learning situation for you. But who knows? Whatever you want to do is cool. Any other thoughts on Arkham?
I talked to him when he came in the day, I think it might have happened, or the day after it happened, and he was just like, he wasn't like totally killing Phil, but he was just like, I don't understand why he did all this when I just asked the question and he won't answer the question. Instead, he deletes everything I've done. He even agreed. He was like, because I said, I'm like, you can't expect to get paid for stuff you already done. He agreed with that. He said, yeah, you're right. And then he was like, I just asked for further stuff. Then he was like, you just won't answer me anymore. And then he starts deleting everything. And then you see in the leaks, he's like, oh, he's the same. He just wraps everyone into like Lavania. Like if you don't like him anymore, oh, you're Lavania. You're the same person over there. I don't know how that works. And I asked him, like, are you him? Are you her? Or whatever it is? Like, because you don't have to lie over here. You can tell the truth. He's like, no, I'm not that person. I don't know why he's saying this. He's just like not understanding. And maybe it's his age, and I get it. I was 15, young and whatever. So I get it. But yeah, I feel bad for the dude, man. He didn't do anything wrong.
No,
like this one, he didn't
that's the
crap.
thing.
And I feel bad. I do.
Yep. How many examples of this do we have to see until we know DSP will enjoy your kinship, your fandom until you say anything negative about him, and then he will kick your ass out unless you keep donating enough money. Then he'll keep you around for a little bit longer. But
Yeah,
Arkham,
right.
you were just donating work. That's not enough. That's not enough.
Yeah, that's
Not enough,
right?
buddy.
Yeah,
Not enough.
And you should have never asked. You should know not to ask me for any money. You know I'm not gonna do the right honorable thing. Don't you know me?
A scam from the start.
Yeah.
That's what he said, I believe.
He's
But
a
anyway.
sock account.
So how are we knowing about Phil's thoughts on this thing? Well, someone by the name of Proper. Go ahead,
Just very
Meerkat.
quickly.
Yeah, oh, sorry, Steve. Yep.
Yeah, just very quickly. So this is probably Arkham's first real experience with somebody like DSP compared to us who have been in this for a while now. So we know DSP, but for Arkham, this is like this person has suddenly turned incredibly toxic, and I don't know why. And the reality is, he has always been that person. He has just hid it from you. You've been lied to and deceived, and it's a really confusing thing to sort of like try and wrap your head around, especially at that young age. And I think like with all like love and well-meaning in the world, you should probably take a bit of time off the internet and sort of spend more time with your family and your friends and do things that make you happy that way. And then if you decide to come back, great. You'll always find friends here. But if you don't, we'll understand as well. Be happy for you because it's happened to other people. Rob on Wheels doesn't come back anymore. Super Blind Man doesn't. There's probably others who I can't remember. But
Snorlax King.
Snorlax King. Yeah.
But he
Snorlax
struck
King.
back. I like that energy from Snorlax. So shout out
Yeah,
to him.
Snorlax was a fan. Yeah, Snorlax got his chargebacks back too.
Yeah, I know. He put in pain. I like that energy. Yeah, yo, you gonna play me? Okay, watch. Watch.
See what's
In
gonna
that
happen.
respect, you've even got Evil AJ then.
Yeah.
Don't Phil
damn
did
right.
that. So
Arkham still got a brother
those are
that
the things.
rocks with Phil, and he's the other one that doesn't, or has another brother that doesn't. His house is all turned up. They might have to talk to him and try to get him out of there. Get out of that chat. Stop watching Phil.
It's like being
That
a
was-
City fan in a house full of United fans.
Oh, that's your British style.
Listen,
That's
Only one
football
British style person, so one British style reference.
That one's for Sam.
Look, I'm the only. I live in Buffalo. I'm the only person probably here that don't like the Bills. I feel your pain, man. Being out the loop. I get it. You can't be here from not like them.
Back in the day, though, I mean, like every detractor back in the day was an old fan. Like when they first Evil AJ days, when there wasn't many content creators, every single one of them was used to be a fan until something happens that turned them. Now, I bet most people are never fans that joined the following the stuff. But
Over
anyway,
time, that balance would have shifted that ratio. But yeah.
Can we get your comment? Yeah.
Sorry.
Now it's Meerkat wants the chat is asking for your comment on the soccer reference, please.
On the soccer reference was an interesting reference because then if you're the one City fan in a house of United fans, you would be the only happy person in that household. So that would be a cool situation to be in.
Now, 20 years ago, it wasn't that great. 30 years ago, it was even worse.
All right,
But in all fairness, my dad and my brother are City fans as well, so I was all right.
Oh, there you go.
All my uncles
Anyway.
and all my cousins, United fans. So, yeah.
So let's get into it. Proper dropped quite the Twitter X. I love when Phil does that. When do you think that joke's gonna end? By the way, I'm gonna drop an X or whatever you call that.
He's still telling his chat to raise their hand, so that's never gonna end, man. He's never dropping nothing.
Yeah. Anyways, all right. So Proper dropped an X that was 20. How many images is it? It's a lot of images from DSP's Discord leak.
64, I think.
64.
64 images, yeah.
And the list of users is there too.
Sorry, man. Sorry, did you not know?
What?
I didn't know it was that many.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. 64. Yeah. And
I
real
saw
quick-
20 maybe.
Yeah, there's some are better than others, but yeah. But it's amazing how there's so little users, but yet these still get leaked. You know what I mean? If you have 1,000 members, it's easy to have a lot of moles, but when you have 6 people, that's kind of tough, It's way harder.
And this is the best.
How do you mole?
Last week he was flexing about having access to all the detractor discords, and then immediately his Discord fucking leaks it, and you got 5 people in it.
In my headcanon, that's why it was leaked. That's why Proper's like, all right, fuck this. So yeah, he's like, all right, you know what? You don't say you're in all the detractors. All right, we'll check out his detractor, and we'll check his Discord. And oh man, it is sadder than you could have expected. I guess let's talk about some of our favorite points. My favorite was it's awful quiet in here. I love that one. He says that many times.
says that-
3 people.
He says it so many times that one of his fellow Discord members repeats it, and then someone else says, "This is something that Phil is supposed to say."
It's so ritualistic. It is such a ritual.
It doesn't matter what you think. What Phil says, we'll do.
Yeah. What Phil says, it's so cultish. It really is cultish in there. Really. And I mean, no one comes out looking better than anyone else in that group. But man, this Swaggins gentleman.
Oh my god. I fucking hate Swaggins.
This Swaggins gentleman is on the knees every night.
Yeah.
Puckering up.
He's a filthy human, man.
Oh man.
Cute. Freakery. I don't understand. How can you be this obsessed with anybody at all? You could be a fan of someone cool. That's bad enough that you're a fan of them, But to love him on this much, you defend any point. This dude, you will defend that the sky's red if he says it.
Oh yeah,
It's disgusting with this man.
Mhm.
He supports Phil so much he'll tell Phil like actual good advice that's maybe against what Phil's thinking. Because remember, Swaggins, isn't that right, Meerkat? That Swaggins was the one that emailed Craig, right? The one that had the Detractor Island or whatever. That's him, right?
What?
I can't remember.
No,
Remember the guy that I said when I was talking. Remember I said when I was talking to Craig, someone emailed when I was talking to Craig.
Yes, the
That's Swaggins, right?
Like
Yes.
international
That-
community.
It wasn't
or something.
Swaggins.
Oh, okay. Who runs
No.
that again? I forget. Remember. Anyways, whatever. I thought it was
There
Swaggins.
was
But anyway,
a dog that's.
that's a different
superb,
dog.
maybe.
Yeah. Oh.
Mm.
But anyway, Swaggins was saying stuff like Swaggins says like, I don't think you should do the interview. There's zero purpose to doing an interview in my mind. You know,
Mhm.
Phil can do an offline video saying whatever he wants, and it would be
That
just
was-
as effective as interviewing without a third party.
Yeah. Pretty much just wrote down what he said verbally. Again.
And then okay. So, anyways, any other moments? I was trying to think of my favorite moments. There's so many. It's a
I didn't
good
go
read if
through
you haven't
them.
seen it. Yeah, you should if you haven't. But it's like people bringing up. It's such a you have to. It's not a Discord. It's a telling DSP what's happening. This server.
No,
that's what it is.
No, it's therapy. It's therapy. It's a man and a bunch of his.
Yeah.
It's an insecure narcissist and a bunch of his flying monkeys feeding his ego. It is the most like depressing thing I've ever read because they are so subservient to him and they are so clearly just there to reassure him, like the bit where they talk about, and I'm going to focus on it, the bit where they talk about the cat,
please.
the bit where they talk about going to the vets and like, yeah, Phil, that does sound like a scam. No, fuck you, just fuck off.
I brought
not-
a vet. I talked to a vet. My sister-in-law's a vet, and she said the only reason that they would ask you was if they want to know if there was any prior conditions or if they found a condition that they need to find out what the condition is.
Yeah.
There's no reason to scam. She laughed at it. She's like, well, what would be the point? We only check to see what has happened or what is going on with the cat. Or a pet or anything. I'm using the cat because of him. There is no reason at all to try to upsell a blood. They have to pay for them to send them out.
Yeah,
They have to do it. This is not like they're doing it in there. They got to send it to a lab to test it. I mean, they have to pay the insurance and all that at the end. But I'm just saying, there's no reason to. She laughed at me. I wanted to bring so she could talk, but she was out. But I showed the text and I was texting her during the stream, and she explained it. There's no reason to. So the whole scam thing, let's just stop with this. Like, there's no, it could be a scam. It's never gonna happen. Call them if you don't believe him. Oh, ask them. And then they're not going to admit on the phone, hey, I scammed you. I'm sorry. You know how much of a lawsuit that's going to be? That whole
they're going to have you
bullshit.
down. They're going to have you down and meet the manager.
Yeah.
Well, remember the manager agreed with them. Remember that's what Phil said.
That's what I'm
The
saying.
manager agreed. I'm saying.
Our company definitely did try to scam you. I get it. I mean, they're caught. You got them. You sue them. You've won the case. Like what? They'll never do that.
Phil's gotten Comcast to admit that as well. Surprisingly enough, yeah, we do upsell. We do upsell people.
I'm starting to think he's holding them at gunpoint or something to get whatever confession he wants. There's got to be something going on.
Dude, he had that like thing wired up wrong, didn't he? For like 9 years, he was using like some shitty Wi-Fi signal booster. For fuck's sake, you just can't buy Comcast.
Know what that was.
But that's the thing. As a narcissist, he lacks or is unwilling to show empathy, so he's not going to be able to consider other people's positions. So when he's looking at something like, say, why is the vet asking me about Jasper's medical history and doing a blood test, he's going to think it's a scam because he's so used to doing that with other people. That's the only frame of reference he has. So he can't consider it any other way. He can't consider it that like they came up to you and said, what's his medical history, and you went, I don't know. So that's why they want to do a blood test.
Yes.
To check it. And he's like, scamming me, because that's all he could think of.
Everyone's trying to get him, man. This guy's a weirdo, man. You can't like, I listen to him sometimes and I was just like, have you never went through anything in your life? Like, well, is this just the first time living at 40? Like, you're not everything is trying to get you. Now people like the Comcast, he's calling getting a new plan What was it? It wasn't. It's not what it is. Renewing. He was saying renegotiating.
Renegotiate.
Yeah.
He's like, I say, all right,
Renegotiating. Yeah.
all right, Comcast, what do you got for me? Thinking a 3-year contract, 100K signing bonus.
Yeah. Like,
I'll
what
give you regular shout outs on my streams.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to give you. You have my service, and I'll give you a few shout outs every once in a while.
The people, speaking of being scammed, the people who did his previous garbage disposal scammed him as well.
Yeah.
Them as well.
Yeah. You shouldn't have helped a crackhead to fix your dishwasher or whatever you were fixing, garbage disposal, and you wouldn't have got a bad thing in the beginning. Stop buying cheap, dog.
Stop shoving fucking whole corn cobs into it and expecting it to be able to take that load.
Throwing whole potatoes, whole carrots down there. You done with these, honey? Just put them in.
Oh, so the mechanic got them too. Yeah, you're right, X. The mechanic.
Mechanic's doing it.
But I can believe the mechanic trying to upsell you and stuff. That happens a lot. Over here it does. I mean, I don't know about across
okay,
the pond.
Fair,
that one's fair.
Some overall thoughts from the leaks, if not anything specific. But just think for a second. Break yourself out of the detractor verse for a second, guys.
Mm-hmm.
There is not one word, I think, that's spoken outside of worrying about something else or drama in some other way. So, like, it's always worry or drama, and nothing else is spoken of. That is it. Like, I know this is like a mod place, so it's kind of going to be the case. But I don't feel any other Discord on Earth is so filled with worry about everything. Everyone's fucking with them. Everything in here is okay. Someone said this. All right, this is why that's a problem for me. Oh, this. Let me tell you why that's a problem for me. There's nothing happy happening in any way. It is all worry, paranoia, and I guess he wants a little bit of. He wants people to agree with his thoughts on things like this is why I'm doing this. What do you guys think? And it's like, yeah, that's right. Yeah, good job, Phil.
Mm-hmm.
That's the right idea, dude. That's it. But
that is what it is for.
Because if they give him any pushback, it's over.
Yeah,
it's done. They're out. You're a troll. You're a Lavania sock. That's it.
Yep.
Because it's difficult to sort of arrange it in order because there's not that many dates. The screenshots are being taken like as is, aren't they? As it's happening. So it's only ever like today at 7:30 rather than like an actual date. So it makes it difficult to sort of put it all in order. It's grouped together, sort of like by mini saga, But I could understand why they'd just be like constantly taking screenshots because you could be banned instantly for like fucking nothing in this chat, apparently, this Discord. So I don't blame them for doing that. At least they got us the goods.
Yeah, that's the good point. We did learn a few things. Like people were saying in the chat, I see a PayPal was. We know why he changed the PayPal link. The PayPal link was changed
because
Jax,
wasn't it?
No, I was talking about the one. His PayPal got frozen because he got more tips than usual 1 month. And
it was after the shower. Jax gave him 1,000.
Yeah, you're right. That's it. Yep.
That's probably why he didn't want to talk about it. He can't talk about getting more money than he's used to.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to keep it below.
And he said this line, which is very telling. Worst thing is there's over $1,000 in my account. It's frozen. Can't do anything with it, like pay bills. And that's a month where he got over 10K. Yeah, he got over 10K, dude. 10K that month.
Holy shit.
He needs all of those 10K to pay bills. Without one of those K, nothing saved at all.
So 9,000 wasn't good enough. The one was the breaker. Okay.
Can't do anything with it.
All right, makes sense.
Can't do anything with it like pay bills.
I wish I got 10K in a month, man.
Guys,
Jesus Christ, I'd be living like a king.
Guys, did you count how many references there were to his wife?
I didn't. Was there a lot? I didn't see it.
I got one. I found one. During the planning for, I think it's for the DSP Street Fighter Marathon.
Yeah, this is what she's going to do. This is what she's going to do for us, boys.
And they're there underneath him going, it's a great plan, Phil. That sounds awesome. Can't wait for it. And it's like, it's literally just going to play Street Fighter, Tear Baker, might eat some food that the wife makes. And they're like, yeah, that sounds fucking hype. That's it. That's
shit, man.
That existence, man. They're just on call 24/7 to find anybody saying anything to report back to Phil. They don't got lives of their own. They don't got families to go to. Nothing. Just online scrolling. Oh, Alt said this. Sly said this. Here, Phil. If you see this name, what you just mercenaries of the internet for Phil? This is what you guys do?
Yeah, look, and
that's it. They're flying monkeys. We talked about it on the episode with Baxter. That's what they do. They are like reduced to that level, and like the basic level, the most fundamental like shell of a person you can be is a flying monkey because you only exist to serve someone else. You don't have anything of your own, to separate you from it.
One of my favorites was when Phil says this. I'll read it to you because it's good.
Mm-hmm.
This will be a shitty day that will never end. And like, so he's just like, all right, give me some pity, guys. Pity, pity, pity. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Someone says, what's wrong, Phil? I'm finally home. Day was awful as predicted. Hopefully tomorrow will be better. And then the guy's like, all right, what happened, man? You think he's on a confidant, Phil? Personal stuff. Pretty awful.
Oh my
That is.
He sounds like a fucking Kardashian. He sounds like a Barbie girl.
Yeah. I mean, there's so much stuff here. We could go keep going. The video of Danny DK says Phil basically admitting he had a bad day with Kat in May. Definitely, he's in the divorce arc of his life. He admitted it was a personal problem. He didn't say it was personal. That's what he's mentioned. Yeah, but
he ain't getting a divorce. She'll die before he gets a divorce, man. He can't tell the internet he's getting a divorce. No way.
I think that would be the problem. Not the actual divorce. That wouldn't bother him that much. The saying it. That's the hard part.
No, he won't have no one to cook his meals anymore. It'll be over. You remember that when Panda left?
Oh yeah, he
that was the
complained
big
about
deal.
it.
That was the big deal.
About it.
An hour to make pasta.
Yeah.
Hour to make pasta. Hour. That's you must not know Italian style. That.
Oh, nuclear detractor, was that in there? Because I missed that when she got burned and.
Oh, that was in there.
I don't know. I must have missed that, but yeah, it was that.
And she's too wrapped up with him. She left an abusive whatever and moved across country to him. And he's and if they gotta stay together forever. And now look at her. It's over. Her life is done. She's plumped up. She's locked down. She's just that's it. That's it for her. So I don't think they could possibly leave. They're just going to be the old couple. She's just probably waiting until he dies. Really. That's it.
Dude, imagine what she looks like now. It's been 2 years since that photo. Imagine what she looks like now. Like, imagine how.
You know what I'm imagining, or what most people are imagining?
Well, most people would be imagining.
Okay.
So what are you imagining? I want to hear what you.
No, you don't know. You don't know.
She's been in the gym for 2 years.
No, you don't.
She's been in the gym for 2 years. Go ahead.
Says who? What? No, says who?
No. That's the Gymkhana. That's different. I'm so sorry.
Whoa, so you think she's looking good?
That's in my head canon. It's not real, I know, but my head canon, it is.
Because, I mean, he's hardly the picture of health, and her diet will be mainly dictated by whatever he's door dashing at the time, won't it? So she can't have done much better.
Yeah.
2 years and not seeing it. That's weird.
Yeah.
So,
well, no, I don't want to, because no one sees mine, so I don't want to be saying.
She's been at the gym. You guys don't know that. Meerkat thinks so, right?
No.
Oh, me and Meerkat got to talk. We'll talk afterwards because this Blabs obsession needs to stop.
What?
Okay, you gotta leave that girl alone.
That's true. Good point. Thanks for bringing that up, King Sly. King Sly thinks Blabs is actively should not be simpable. But Meerkat, what are your thoughts?
I have no thoughts
I think anyone.
on that.
You can simp whoever you want. That's a free country.
I see a target. I'm a predator. Not in that way. No.
Not in that way.
I was
Jesus Christ, my guy.
Sorry, Derek. Not like Derek.
I've been a predator my whole goddamn life. I see one, I set my sights on her, I fix her, she becomes my queen. That's how it works.
How are you gonna last the talking though? How are you gonna do all that?
There's ways around it. We're gonna figure out some compromise.
Jesus, everyone, my thought is everyone is simpable. Everyone has something you can simp over, guys. So come on, open up your mind.
Well,
open up.
Me and him might have to have a talk. Maybe I'll get you someone. I'll send one over, man, or something. We'll figure something out. Someone with a lower pitch voice, just a little more bass in it. It's high. What do you want me to do? She's that's too much. Get Jenna. Yeah, Jenna. Jenna. So, I mean, she might need some tweaking, but hey, you're in though.
She's already tweaking. You don't have to take care of that.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, it looks like she's doing better.
Shit like that.
Looks like she's doing better though. I'm happy about that. She has looked like she's in at least a home situation. But anyways.
We derailed
that was
shit
all
out
thought.
Of this.
Yeah, I know. What the fuck happened? That's Labs. That's all King Sly T's thoughts, not that being said.
That's my bad. Oh yeah, you're right. It's all mine. Just blame me. I'm sorry. Just fix your voice. Go.
Sleepy, I sim for Steve of the Dead. So Steve of the Dead has a fan. Nice, big ups. I like this one.
You know, yeah. He got called before and he said, "Are you on later?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I am." And he went, "So, did you miss last week's?" I'm like, "Yeah, I did. I wasn't feeling very well." And he went, "Did they use Robo Steve?" And I went, "Yeah, they did." And he went, "Good."
Yeah. Last week was fun.
Thanks, Dad.
Last week was fun. Me and Steve talked about bees a lot. Bees went nuts. We're going bees. Anyways, real quick, one of my favorite things was someone showed their merch they bought from DSP. They had the coffee cup, 10 years of Dark Side Phil. So the 10-year anniversary, and the beer stein. And what does Phil say? This is so cringe, dude. We have twin steins, LOL.
Pause. Hey, yo.
41 years old. We have
Twin
twin
steins.
steins. God, it's so weird.
Hey.
Ain't that bad? I mean, there's so many things worse than there, but that's just weird for me. Like, what the fuck? We have twin steins, dude.
It's really childish, isn't it? It's really infantilizing. It really sort of like lowers it down to that basic. Hey, look, we're twins. We got the same cup. Hey, you know, that's the sort of level he's used to operating at. That's what he thinks of his flying monkeys, the people that are in that chat. It's like, oh yeah, great, you get that thing, cool. You know, if it was a picture, he'd promised to hang it on his fridge.
Yo. I hate this man. I hate everything that happens. Like, you just have a normal conversation with someone for once in your life. Twin steins.
Twin
People
steins.
have
Twin steins. We got twin steins, dude. That's
I
like
gotta
third
go through
grade.
these.
When you got the same shirt, you know?
Yeah,
we got the same shirts. We're shirt brothers.
do the little cringe point. Yeah, look at what I'm saying. We're in the same one.
I was like 9 years old last time I did that. Big up Jonah Hall says DSP has stopped saying wife and family since Jasper's vet arc. He's been only saying my wife lately. Jasper disowned. He now knows he's going to put him down. It looks bad to kill your own child. I don't
Oh my
understand.
God, Jesus Christ!
We're getting this is
Gangsta.
derail.
Yeah,
Derail
this is
stream.
wild.
Derail. All right, another of my favorite. Anyone else? If you have a favorite moment or anything, let it know. But I will keep sharing mine. My favorite from one of my favorites from the leaks was, well, that was really disappointing. About 75% of attendees. I love the word attendees to your streams. Hey guys, you're all attendees.
Oh,
what's up, attendees?
Was this the amnesia thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's fucking
75% of attendees on that amnesia stream were trolls from a restreamer. Hard to have a real convo, and lowest support of a stream all year. Seems I was duped with this one. I genuinely thought positive viewers wanted it. So he's coping about that. Of course, you know amnesia. That's a classic.
Yeah, that was the trolls did it, right? Because no one liked it. So
Keep up,
everyone else-
attendees.
Yeah.
So it seems. So, anyways, so Lips. Of course, he has Flying Monkey saying like, you know, from horror games in general, the actual viewers like to watch instead of chat to get immersed in the atmosphere of the game, which leaves the toxic chatters to rise up.
Because
my God.
they're the things keeping it down. Man. They're security holding down the fort.
The rise up.
Big Leon asked a question. What are positive viewers? You know what that means.
Yeah,
you know what a
right.
positive viewer is.
Cha-ching.
The best part.
They got
best
they got
part
the
of
tape up. Yeah, please.
the best part of all this is like all those trolls that came up like rising up in the silence to disrupt the chat had to be there 24 hours in advance. Otherwise, they wouldn't have been able to chat.
Yeah. Don't forget about that
So
ever.
they came over from a restreamer yesterday and something.
And then he said, I'm actually enjoying the game so far. I got 5 troll tips that will all be charged back. So are chargebacks, again, can he get those back or what? Or what's the storyline at this point in time in 2023? Are those bad or he doesn't care? I think he always plays them off like he doesn't care, but in the Discord at least, he does mention them a few times.
I
Well,
mean,
that's how it
if
should
it's
be.
Snorlax, go ahead. My
Yeah,
bad, bro.
if he's really concerned about him and he's losing him, then he shouldn't be bringing up the fact that he's losing him publicly. Like when the Snorlax stuff happened and he said that he won the claim or something, and we got a bunch of filibustering, and then eventually we didn't really find out if he won or lost, but we know that he lost because Snorlax got his money back.
Well, no, I thought he made that video when he was all like, "Oh, I think I'm like when he thought it were gonna go wrong," and then he was like, "I'm not gonna get Gotham Knights because of it." And
remember that? I can't get
Yeah,
games.
yeah,
I can't get games, guys.
yeah, he can't get it if this happens, and yada yada yada. But in the beginning, it was like, "I win them all. You guys are stupid." And now, then the Snorlax was the next one I saw when he was like, "Oh, I thought you won them all. What's the big deal here? Like, you're just gonna win it? Who cares?" But now he's in the Discord complaining about it. So I don't know. I don't know if he's winning all these that he says he is. He should just stop talking about it in general. Like, regardless of what happened.
Yeah, that's the best way. But of course he can't do that, man. He needs the drama too much. He says, I like this though. He says, I got 5 troll tips that I'll be charged back, and nobody really talking about the game in chat. And then the crazy low support. I could have played this offline by myself. LOL. Like we all know that's not going to happen. It's not that he doesn't play games online. That's not going to happen. Is he trying to guilt trip these people? Is that his move here? Like, I'm guilt tripping you 5 now. I'm not going live with this. I'm guilt tripping you 5. Like, he's guilt tripping 5 people. That's what he does every fucking day, I guess, to his whales. But that's something else, man.
Everyone.
5 people. Yeah. God, that was pretty bad. Swaggy Davis Jr. says, "Don't diss Cat or Blabs, King Sly, or it's Ban World."
Yeah, I apologize. I said
Agreed.
they're beautiful creatures. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Thank you. And they do feed creatures as well. Woodland critters. So that's high. That's very high. Very high. I'll keep going. King Goga says, yeah, please, yeah.
I think we might actually be moving towards the same thing. I think it's Swaggins, because everyone thinks just reminding me. Swaggins keeps tagging Phil and going, "Hey Phil, don't forget to scroll up to get to the proper information." And even I think it's King Goku or someone is like, "Swaggins, he can scroll up, mate." Like, how fucking
idiot, dude.
cooked are you? It's just so bad.
Yeah, at some point they started fighting, and I don't know these people. I don't know all of them because they're all amazing specimen. So they start arguing over some bullshit, and then Swaggins starts arguing for that other guy to shut up because Phil would miss the messages that are factual. And you're opening up more work for Phil. So they're basically fighting over who's gonna suck his balls better and who's gonna be better at that. They can't even just do what they're supposed to do and just moderate. They need to fight for who gets to be DSP's right-hand man.
Who's gonna be the, like the Inspector Gadget cat for Phil, Yes.
Swaggins got Siorni in there, right? He's been around the longest.
What shall we do next, Swaggins? What's our next plan? I'm thinking about LTG.
Swaggins has also shown resistance at some points. He doesn't completely agree with Phil 100% of the time, which can sometimes create suspicion that he is in fact a troll. Therefore, he doesn't belong on the King's Round Table. Should be terminated.
Terminated.
Like whoever is the mole. Obviously, we never want to know. Keep your spot.
Yeah.
But like you gotta kind of very careful to keep your spot, because any inkling of who it is, and that's why I don't understand. Phil, it's so simple. Are we seeing these leaks because Phil doesn't know how to start a new Discord? I really think it might be. Like Phil can't turn this one off because he doesn't know how to start another one. He's like, all right, I gotta keep it. Like just start a new one and it's over. You could individually say this is done. If you want to talk to me, talk individually now.
Yeah.
But he's gonna keep doing this Discord so we all see this shit, and now he knows we can all see this shit.
He doesn't even need to do that though. He can just make a private chat for only the most pignatized, brainwashed dens, and only they can be in it. And then he's gonna complain about it being slow again, because that's apparently what happens in this Discord as well. He cries about it being slow.
Big up Stage and Proper for the update. The bowl has already been kicked out.
What? Oh, man. I thought we were going to get some more.
Yeah, I'm going to talk to that. If you're already out, Mole, we can,
You did your work.
I want to hear how you got in there. I want to hear how you got in there. That'd be interesting. Don't.
America thanks you, man.
Obviously, I could click all day and find funny stuff. Where was the one? The LTG one is kind of interesting. Yeah. Okay. So, he does the LTG spot, the first one. Yeah, my bitch forever. Obviously didn't get the response he wanted, And he comes in saying like, so what is everyone's thoughts on the LTG situation? I have an update on tomorrow's podcast tomorrow. And like just, he wasn't getting the response he hoped like from the actual LTG. So he goes to his 6 people and says, hey, what do you guys thoughts? It's funny for me.
The whole LTG thing is ridiculous. You look crazy. As much as you want to laugh, like you called him out years ago, he dubbed you, said no. Then you call him out again just to play, he dubs you again. Then you're like, well, hey, I'm gonna do a one-off thing where I'm just going to dismantle his stream for no reason. I've never seen you do this by name too. So now you're going to do this. Maybe this will get. But the response you get was laughing at how ugly you are. And you didn't like that and felt hurt about it. So now you're going to go back to yours and say, oh, you're a bitch if you don't play me. It didn't work the last 2 times. So why are you thinking this time it's going to work? And your insults, you wear your chain outside your clothes and you're black. Okay, you got him good, Phil. I mean, what did you expect? And to this day, he has yet to respond to him. And he won't let it go. Won't let it go. You look crazier doing this. Crazier. Crazier and crazier. It's never going to work. Just leave him alone. Stop. You look thirsty at this point. Like, no one's laughing at this. No one's...
Like, that just shows that LTG is not that level of lockout. He knows we're going to shut down Evo is like that might be the most crazy statement Phil's ever said.
He saw what it was. He saw what it was. He saw that he was an attempt at like cloud chasing. Phil wanted to ride his dick, and he was like, nah, fuck off, mate. I'm having none of you. So he knew, and he shut it down, and he's done the best thing that you could do to someone like Phil, which is ignore him from this point on. Mm-hmm. And the best part of all this is that the work on your sexy comment came at a time when Phil was like, I've been putting on shirts and showering more because you guys said it makes me look good and you like it, so I'm doing it more.
See this fluff? That's for you.
See the fluff? Yeah. Turns out if you wash your hair more, it feels better. And it looks
one
good.
person told him, hey, you look good in that shirt. So he's changed his whole wardrobe for it. Like, this is it. I can't even wear mine.
He fucking alternates. That's the thing. He alternates. Like today's
Dennis Nedry said. You got to pick it up, man. Hot. That's gonna be it. Like, dude, we got to get that like hot topic, like costumes. You know, the shitty costumes they have at Halloween. Like, this is the Dennis Nedry.
It's gonna be that. Yeah. He's gonna be like, right, okay. He's gonna have a flame shirt. You know, one of them that's black with the flames coming up, and he's gonna have like a wig that's just like frosted tips, and he's gonna be like Guy Fieri or something like that.
Gosh,
like the laziest thing that you could do. But it's like, because I'm wearing shirts, I thought, it'd be inspired by the new addition to the stream or whatever bullshit. It's just fucking sad that at 41.
Dude, that's the next thing we gotta make. Is our signature costume for Halloween, like failed streamer costume. We can't say DSP, but we can say failed streamer costume. It's all like it's in a plastic bag. It's like $20 maximum. But,
cheap accessories and things.
What can we put in there? Yeah, so we got the aerated shorts. Of course.
Wait. This is the next competition. Once we've done the intro thing, this should be it. Halloween. Like make the failed
best YouTube costume. Yeah. We can do it. We could get that at Hot Topic, man. We could be selling that. Come on. Hot Topic.
I might have to do that one.
Hot Topic. Come on.
I already got the Phil shirt right here. I'm ready already. Yeah. I got the shirt. I got the ankle shirt. Yeah. That I could never wear again. That was my favorite.
You can wear it for Halloween.
Yeah, I wear that. Yeah.
Credit cards. 13 credit cards in the wallet. Oh my God.
I might have it.
It'd be the guy all over again. The guy all
Could
over
be worse. At least you're not going to end up looking like Edge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. The pajama pants. Yes.
Pajama pants.
Yes.
Well, Zelda, we could do like swords or something. We could definitely make this happen. Yeah. All fine with copyright. We could definitely make it
this.
And incomplete me too. Goatee. Like as patches.
Patchy goatee.
I do got the vest too. I might kill that. Yeah, we might have to. I might do this one. This one would be good. I'll dress up like Phil. What about like let me give the okay for the white face? Can I do that? Or am I crossing a line here? Am I crossing the line?
As someone who's part Italian, no,
I'm kidding. I'm not doing that. I'm kidding.
I'll put
mayonnaise on my face.
Yeah, mayonnaise. Oh wait, you gotta get some like small balloons here.
Oh yeah. Little
and
injections.
They can pump them up. Yeah. That'd be kind of cool actually. And you gotta get some ants. Throw some ants, like random ants, in the bag because there are ants all over the place now. We get a lot of
filthy scumbags, bro.
Oh shit! Yeah, we got ants back now and flies.
Yeah, man,
I was very hyped. The ants are back. I love the ants. They're my favorite character.
The poison from last year didn't work. It turns out.
They're my favorite side character are the ants. And fruit flies joining the party. Watch out, fruit flies have joined the fight. Yeah,
quick time out. I do miss those ant updates that you used to do for the group think. I
gotta bring them back.
Them. We come back now. I'm hoping there's a new wave.
God.
The state of that garage.
Dude, sorry. I know. You know, that's everything that lives there. There's cat shit everywhere. Well, when he cleans it up, they sit in there. That garbage disposal, maybe they learned not to throw as much in the garbage disposal, so more shit's going out there, and it's just building up, and the fruit flies are having a fucking buffet. Buffet at the Snorfort, boys. Get in.
If it's fruit flies, it's junk food. It's sweet stuff. It's
listen. Fruit flies are like not that big. If you have fruit out, they're going to come. Don't matter where it is. The ants, though, you're dirty. I'm sorry. The fruit flies, I'll let you slide. The ants, clean the fucking crib, please.
And underground, they sent it. But ant stop from Amazon costs like 12 quid.
Yeah. Just put it.
Walk by the door.
They're out quick. Yeah, they're out quick. It's not a big deal. Everyone has seen an ant in their house every once in a while, but you solve the problem quickly by cleaning up.
Cleaning up. Yeah,
you don't leave poison out for a year. That's
and you don't have 2 weeks of garbage lying up in the house too, full of banana peel, whatever you got, fruit remnants.
No, DoorDash.
Oh yeah.
That's all it is.
Oh, do you know what is made of fermented fruit? Particular drink.
Hey.
Some drinks, some beverages contain
botanicals as well.
Botanicals, quite nice. I would imagine the bottles leave a bit of a smell that attracts.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They climb right in there. The botanicals, they can't resist, just like Phil. Duty Stream says Phil's just upset he couldn't shut down Evo, and that's the main point. Absolutely.
Lose. It was never gonna happen.
Big ups to Vikes, who also says, "Can we do a DSP costume contest for Halloween?" Well, we just talked about it a little bit. We'll see. We got
we'll workshop some.
We'll work. Yeah, we got to figure it out. We got to get through the intros. It's going to be very high. 15 submissions already. Might have more than King of the Ring. Yeah, 15.
Bloody hell.
Real quick. So, just to recap, King Sly. Just to make sure to renegotiate. Sly, what team are you on? Team Business, Team Health, or Team Business? Team Health, Team Business, or Team Divorce? Which team are you on in terms of the Phil arc right now?
What is Team Business?
What's Team Business?
Yeah. Team Business, like taxes, shit like that.
Oh, for money?
Right,
yeah, money kind of problems.
Definitely X the divorce, not the divorce. Team Health, I'm still, health could be an issue because the insurance problem. So I'm leaning towards that. The business has been failed, so let's just X that shit the fuck out of you. Let's act like you never even said that. So I'm going Team Health on this one. I'm still Team Health. Yeah.
Well, I have something that might cause Team Divorce stock to rise at a level we have not seen in the month we've started this team.
Oh, what is that?
Just hold on to your hats, boys.
I'm holding.
This is August 9th. August 9th, 2023.
I'm holding to my hair.
I'm going to read this story all the way through.
Federal prison.
First, I'll read the story, then I'll explain what that means. Okay, so
let's
Phil
go.
says this is a day off. Okay, it's a Wednesday. What a day, or Thursday, whatever the fuck. What a day so far. A mix of good and bad. Arguing on the phone for about an hour wasn't planned, but I also got a few new shirts for streams. I just wanted to say that. That's not about it.
I was about to say, okay, yeah.
That's not connected. All right, next, really. He says, "Oh, yeah." This person on the chat says, "I'm at a restaurant." Phil says, "Oh, what are you getting?" Blah 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 blah.
Jesus,
blah.
even behind the scenes there with the food. All right, keep going. My bad.
Phil says this: "We are at a Mexican place right now. We are at a Mexican place right now." Right?
Yeah.
With his wife at a Mexican place on your phone. Maybe that's a quick check. Yeah, maybe that's a quick check. Okay, whatever. Okay. Next, the conversation continues. Now we go to a full 10 minutes later. Yep, we both got burritos. So what that leads to me, some people might not think this deeply, but I definitely do. Phil is sitting there at that restaurant with Kat, or maybe not, on that phone the whole fucking time. I know we've all said that before. But come on, this is just on. Can you do a little thing with your wife, not on the phone with your 6 people in there, and spend time with your wife that you don't have time to spend time with?
Exactly.
What could you fit? Sorry, just quickly. What could you fit in that 10-minute gap between posting that update and then, hey, we got burritos?
Oh, you know what it is?
There's another app you could open there, isn't there?
And I know people saying she's on her phone too. I know, but that just means Team Divorce is stronger than ever. Team Divorce is stronger than ever, in my opinion. Yeah,
when you're not around each other a lot, you don't have that much to talk about. The kids, when you don't have any kids, you don't have that much to talk about. So they're probably just both sitting there. You know, we got to get his hunch back. You got to get the hunch going. Him sitting there texting swaggins, and she's probably
what he looks
doing
like, whatever she's doing,
whatever. Yeah,
Elder
whatever she's
Scrolls
doing. 'Cause
Mobile.
even when they're together, he's talking about, oh, I watched her play a game.
Yeah.
Why don't you just do something with her? Like, go outside.
Play the
and
game
enjoy
with her.
Yeah, or play
Yeah.
the game with her. You sit there on your phone polling while she's playing whatever game she's playing now. What's the horse spirit? Whatever that game. Like, I mean, doing
thin
Oh,
ice.
I'm sorry. Playing
You can't help it, can you?
I can't.
It's irresistible, isn't it?
I know. I'm sorry. Elder Squirrel. Thank you. Yeah, yes. Perfect.
Elder
That's
Squirrel,
beautiful.
right.
Elder Squirrels.
Elder Squirrels. Yeah.
That's how long she's been feeding them. They've become elder squirrels, the woodland critters.
Like my wife would never rock with me just sitting next to me watching me play a game all day. She'd be like, well, you want to do something or what? Like, oh, I'm gonna go leave and do something. It's probably what happened with the last one. I don't think he knows how to have a relationship. If it's not money or the stream, you're just there. Or you can't WWE champions. Can't forget that.
Yeah.
His one true love here.
But I mean, even it's like.
But I still don't think it's a divorce.
I don't know.
I'm
It
not
boggles me
convinced.
that even.
Okay.
Sorry,
okay.
go.
Yeah, well, I'm not convinced. Seems like another
Yeah.
one of those scams that Team Divorce tries to pull to get all the
I'm
coins.
with you, Meerkat. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm still team health, man. I think maybe something behind the scenes is happening with the health. I don't think it's as serious as he makes it, like alludes it. But I feel it might be like a money issue with that. It could be.
I feel like he's always been a marriage of convenience, and she's just getting so fucking fed up with how bad things are getting in the house and the fact that he's just unwilling and incapable of doing anything. She's like, you know what? There's got to be somewhere better than this. This place is fucking falling apart. There's ants everywhere. There's mold because one of the pipes is leaking, and the garage is full of trash bags and cat litter, and we don't actually eat anything other than food that we order. I don't know, maybe she's fine, I don't know, but I'm leaning more towards she is heading out that way, because why wouldn't you be like more engaged with your partner? It is just, she was sat there, I was doing a couple of things on the phone and I was watching her play this. She was watching this streamer who was also playing this game,
Oh yeah, don't forget, by the way, more recently, Team Divorce. Remember he said he was like, Cat was out getting all dolled up, and then what does he do? Call Comcast?
Oh, he calls Comcast and sits on the phone for 2 hours. Yeah.
But she's getting ready. Nah.
That's
She
something
knows.
you
He
don't
knows
do,
it's
man.
gonna be. Yeah, she's gonna take a while because she's got a lot to cover up. And she's got a lot to cover up.
That's a second yellow card. You should be out, but I'll let you
and
stay.
The trowel.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, I can probably get a good hour with Comcast right now. So you know what I mean? He got two birds stoned at once. Trailer Park Boys, better show. See?
Big ups. Bigger, better show than The Office? Don't think so. All
Always.
Right. Aid Robertson says the flies are having more fun than the dogs at the vets. That's for sure. The flies are having more fun than the
Oh, my
chihuahuas, and they were
God.
having a fucking party. Jasper was just sitting there like an asshole.
Guys, the flies are having more sex than anyone else in that house.
Oh,
man.
God.
While we're on the team health situation, there was one of the screenshots in which he said that he's too old to eat steak and also has medical issues, so he doesn't eat steak anymore because he is too old.
It's not worth the
Wait,
swollen
what?
foot, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I think that was the line.
We got a gout reference. Yeah, it was not worth the what? Oh God, I can't.
I think
find
it was swollen foot.
Yeah, it's not worth the swollen foot. That gout is funny. Like, I know it's a legit thing, and we should feel
It
bad,
is.
but it is funny. I'm
It's
sure I'm gonna
funny.
get it one day. I'm gonna get it one day for making fun of it. I'm sure of it.
I'll never tell anyone.
I would never. Oh my God, I never will.
I'm keeping it to myself.
I never will. That's like what gotta be Phil's biggest regret. Is he ever mentioned gout on the stream? Like, just
And
don't.
then holding up his feet.
This one's bigger than the other one. Oh, you can't really tell. Thanks for that.
So I don't know why we make fun of him. It's his aunt's fault that he's got it anyway.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not his
yeah,
fault.
right.
If that
You're
dumb
right.
bitch would have told him, he would have
Yeah.
been able to
If
fix it.
she wouldn't have fucking died, we could still be collecting that rent. Fuck. What's wrong with her? Didn't tell about gout? Then she just fucking died? Mouth drooler.
Mouth drooler.
That's what Phil would say. I'm not
We've
calling
had
her
that.
that.
Yeah, we've had the thing again, haven't we?
Oh yeah,
I'm so
right.
sorry that I had to do that.
Yeah, Steve, we get it. We get it.
Mhm.
That how can you do that when you literally talk to the parent of one of your fans that we know is like that? Man.
Wait, whoa. Jade? It time go?
Yeah, time go. Assuming we don't know the full condition, but we know Jade is his mom said it to the internet that he's trying to be. I don't know how to say it. You know what I'm saying?
He's
I'm trying to say it
retarded.
nicely.
He's
No,
disabled.
not disabled. Disabled is the best way to say it. Thank you. And you know that Steve. I mean, DSP knows it and still does the
Oh
thing.
my god. See, I
when he's
missed
in
I
the
didn't
chat.
I missed the Jade's Ma talk.
That's fucked up, man.
I've never even seen it. And I didn't know she admitted it. That he's like
That's
slow.
fucked up. That's fucked
And
up.
he
Man.
still does it.
It's fucked up at all times to do that, by the way. But it's even more
Oh
fucked up when you know your biggest fucking supporter, man, and you do it right to them, and you still call everyone mouth droolers, which is,
Yeah.
that's not good either.
That's how you know he doesn't care. That's how you know
Yeah.
he really doesn't give a shit. It's all performative. All his stuff, like when Super Blind Man was talking about accessibility doing The Last of Us, and Phil was like, "Oh yeah, that's really good. That's really good that you're pioneering accessibility options for more gamers and all." It's the shield. It's a sort of like a coat of armor. Like, you can't make fun of me. My streams are for everybody. Oh, I've got disabled people here. I've got people who are transgender here. All comers. And yet he acts like that. So he clearly doesn't know enough about like someone like Jade or the difficulties that they may face to know that that's harmful. He just didn't care. So
like mouth drooling, you can never spin into something positive. You know what that comes from. You know what that is.
It's
like
the same
window
thing as
lick.
saying R word. It's R word. That's what it
Yeah,
is. Same thing.
It is. You just.
I know back in the day that was just a word, but it's not like that anymore. And Phil knows it, especially with how many of his chat could be that, and he knows of it too. But
Jade's
anyway.
mom has big ones. Oh, gee, why'd I read that? I'm sorry. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be something explained.
Or it didn't happen. But I mean, she's basically admitted that it's like Phil's a babysitter, isn't
Yep, he likes to hang out there. Yeah,
But it's like
Phil's a
from somebody-
babysitter.
Yeah, she just plonks him there. I mean, and it is difficult
Just
to.
plonks him.
Yeah,
it is
plonks
difficult to take care of somebody who has a lot of needs, especially when you have other children as well. And so
yeah.
she will just like, hey, here you go, you can sit and watch Phil and give him $20.
You do this to kids that watch Coco Melon, man. You want to do the dishes for a minute. You plonk them in front of the TV for a little Coco Melon.
It's educational.
Phil.
Leo.
Bluey,
Phil.
Bluey, mate.
Sitting there saying, duh. And then he's sitting there like, oh, oh, man. Justice for Jade.
Yeah, justice for Jade.
Yeah, Jade
It's time
and
justice.
It's people sort of like
It's time justice.
She went in on Twitter.
Yeah,
and
she did.
People were trying to tell her, look,
Don't do
Phil's
that.
bad and all that. And it's like, look, there are other communities that Jade would do much better in. They will be more welcoming to him and understanding. You don't need to go to Phil. But no, she did. And then obviously Phil's like, they harassed the mum of my of one of my fans.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah. bro.
Anyways,
Does anybody
Well,
have this
huh?
correspondence, like the whole thing? I would love to see it.
it's on
It was
Twitter
on
back and forth,
Twitter.
but she
I think she's
dipped,
deleted, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Damn.
So it was a brief. It lasted like less than a day.
She said,
It was
"Fuck that
a couple
shit."
hours, and then she was out. But
Where was I, man?
I'm sure she got like 1,000 notifications. Like, all right, you know what?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to say, Manicore Phoenix, great point. He lambasts the FGC for their language, but he is the last holdout of such language. Great take, man. That is very true. He talks to everyone like they're an FGC and they're about to play a match together. And you do trash talk and all that bullshit. We've seen it, but no one does that anymore, man. No one's saying that shit anymore.
Yo, he was on one the other day, Street Fighter, saying this dude he's terrible at life. He said,
He's terrible at life. Yeah.
I'm like, Jesus Christ, you don't even know the kid.
oh, is that the
If
guy
you
with
play
Wi-Fi?
10, you fail, dude. Yeah. Wi-Fi, dude.
Yeah. How dare you play Wi-Fi on it's 2023? You shouldn't have this $70 game if you're playing on Wi-Fi. Fucking hell,
That's
Phil.
like the most dented gatekeeping of all time.
Yeah, it's the worst.
Okay, I know we talked about it once, but I have it in my notes to make sure we talk about the cat thing. So real quick, Steve, got to mention it again.
Yeah, I know.
So is Jasper okay? Someone asked, is Jasper okay? And then Phil responded, "Yep, the vet treated us like crap and tried to scam us. You know it's bad when you're not even allowed into an exam room and a vet is trying to upsell you on a $350 blood test when he's not sick." This last line is the key.
No, that's the key. There, right there.
Yeah, that is true.
When he's not sick. It's like, Phil, you don't know that.
What do we bring him in for, though? We brought him in for a checkup, and rabies vaccine. You know what a checkup is? You know what a blood test is? That's a little bit of a checkup.
Yeah,
I think a couple of us. I think a couple of us screamed about that in that video I did. But yeah, it's like when I took her for her last checkup. They took her in, and I just sat there for a minute because all they were doing was taking a blood sample, and then they came out and brought it. It was fine. It was normal. It was part of the procedure. It's fine. Yeah. But he has to make such a fucking drama of everything. And again, repeating myself, he just doesn't know anything about cats.
It sucks that you got to pay the money though at the time. Like, damn, they got to get you, but you got to do it.
All of us say that. All of us say that. All of us have that. Like, oh man, it's a lot. But you don't. You know, you got to do it.
You got to do it. Imagine if your son needed a blood test. God, they're trying to scam me. Come on, kid.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Right.
And I don't even call my cat. I don't even call my cat son, and I still would do it.
I had to buy another bottle of Theranon, new medicine now. You know, well, it's the same medicine, but you know, you need a new bottle. Don't you? They only give you a few months worth, so £90. But it's like, it's
I don't know
medicine.
how much that is over here, but I feel you. 90 sounds like a lot.
$120. 3 months ish in there, so you know it lasts a while, but you know you have to do blood tests as well to make sure it's working. So it's part of treating a cat, and
cats are expensive. Pets are expensive.
If you don't have insurance,
then like to put them down, to cremate them or whatever is expensive.
Can you imagine that?
Like
they wanted us to cremate him.
It's being monetized.
Yeah, I just dug a hole, man. I had a shovel. Fuck it. What are you talking about? What? I can put them in my own box.
No. Why do you think they got the garbage disposal for? Come on.
He's going down that sink, isn't he?
Yeah, that turns into woodland critter food, and then that goes into ant food. It's a whole ecosystem, brother. Pick it up. Come on, you got to keep up.
It's the more humane way.
It still goes down the line, the circle of life right there. Come on.
I could have bought a joystick, you know.
Yeah. Could have bought a joystick. Oh, my God.
Real quick. So someone, Einar Mod, in my opinion, could be the mole because how they speak here. They asked this question, very pointed. What was the blood test? Or why did they recommend it? So seemingly could be
the mole.
And what is Darksea? What is Darkside Phil's response? It is why did they recommend it? What's the response? Because they wanted to charge me $350.
Oh, that's it. That's what I mean.
And listen to this. Paperwork side, Phil. It didn't even mention needing the blood test for any reason on the paperwork after we left.
Because it's the goddamn visit. They're going to recap what happened during the visit. They're not going to tell you what you didn't do.
Yeah. Hey, remember that thing you bitched out on? Here's why we were going to do it. Too late now, though. Sucks for you. They don't do that, man.
At all. You go to take your child there, they give you everything they did, any vaccines they give you, their explanation, anything that could happen, the side effects, yada, yada, yada. That's what it is. They don't tell you, well, you could have got chemo here, you could have got this. And they, like, no, Nick, what the are you talking about? Oh,
if he look how confident. Go ahead, please. You go first.
No, go. Get your bars off.
Look how confidently he said this. If he'd actually needed it, they would have listed it as a recommendation. So Phil understands.
The recommendation was
they
the
gave
verbal.
you a recommendation, you motherfucker.
Right. That was the one they told you. Hey, we should do this.
What do you call that? No, that's upselling. Face to face is upselling. In writing on the receipt after you leave, that's a recommendation. That was incredible.
I didn't read it till 8 o'clock.
Steve was gonna lose it.
Oh my god!
Oh man, he just wound me up so much. It's like I'm so glad this came at the time when I'm working on like my next video about Jasper because he got really mad about him.
I was never like a big cat fan until I got my two, and now anything that we need, anything that needs to happen, There's no ifs, ands, or buts. If they say something, we get it. If they need it, we got it. It's just life, man. I got 3 kids already. These cats are expensive.
If you
But
stop,
I'm not,
Yeah.
yeah, like
Sorry.
I'm not. I feel you. I was like, for a second, I'm like, what's there? It is, kitty. This guy, even like the littlest, he don't have no kids. He has 1 person. The cat can't even be splurged. It's scumbag like levels, man. I can't stand it.
My favorite
Might as
part
well-
is he's so confident. Even in this Discord of 6 people, he's confident in why he didn't need it. That's the best. Like, oh, yeah, they would have recommended it.
they fucking enable him. They fucking enable him. One of them's even like, do you know what? I've actually got a good vet, and they're really good with me, and they help me and they do my cat and all that. But yeah, you're right. That one does sound like a scam. It's like, fuck you. Don't fucking enable this. But they're too far gone. They're flying monkeys through and through. They're only ever going to echo his opinions back to him and validate it that way. Oh, you've said it, so it must be true then. Right, great. That's all I need.
Yeah, right. You know better than the vet, the cable, the everything. You might as well you should be rich at this point. You're better than the company. You game developers. You know more about games than them. Like, God, Lord, you're really. Yeah.
Lost their way. Nintendo lost their way. They suck. They're done.
I can't believe they're all releasing games around the same time
Same
in the
day.
middle of Christmas.
Yeah, right.
Why don't the CEOs of all the 5 families join together and plan out the schedule for Dark Side Phil? That's really what's going on, guys.
Yeah, right.
Come on. What's wrong with you? Fucking assholes. Last part of the cat thing, then we'll move on. The best part. So Phil said all that, and he's explaining why it's not best. The best part was this. The best part was that while we were there, 2 people complained on the phone to the receptionist about their bills being so high, and they kept just referring them to billing, even though they're the ones that make the charges. LOL.
How did he hear it?
You think he's talking to Cat? He's not doing anything else. He's just sitting there on his fucking phone, listening to everything, listening to things to talk about in the day. That's his content farming. Come on.
Wait, that was at the restaurant?
That was at the vet.
vets.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. How did they hear? How did he? So, oh my.
Well, he sat in the waiting room, innit? He wasn't allowed in, even though the
Wasn't allowed
chihuahuas
in.
in the other room were having a right good
Partying.
time.
They were awesome.
he-
They were partying.
So he sat there in the waiting room playing his phone,
Listening
not
to
talking
money.
Cat.
Anything with
Listen.
money, even
Here
other people's
comes the
money.
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 Dollar,
Dollar,
blood
dollar.
work.
Wait, did someone say bills? Money? Huh? Oh,
Blood work. Stop the record.
yeah.
Yeah, that's copyrighted by Vince now.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. He's obsessed with it.
If that gets us taken down, that's just atrocious. I'm joining Phil with YouTube sucks. All right, anyways, let's keep moving here.
They were complaining about billing, weren't they? And the reception were going like, yeah, but you need to take that up with the billing department.
Yeah.
And he was criticizing them for that. Like,
Yeah.
dude, they're just reception.
He was Karening. He was Karening for people for other Karens. He was in the Karen
right.
kind of farm, like, all right, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. Fucking right, yeah.
Wait, you're gonna send the billing department to billing? Wait, what? Do they need a bill? What?
Oh,
Shut the
shit.
fuck up, Nick.
Guarantee you.
Yeah,
Guarantee you, right? What happened was we sat there and someone came over and went, hey, where do I pay? And they're like, oh, you need to go to the billing department. Okay, could you put me through to that? Yeah, 1 sec. Okay. Yeah, it's over here. Great. That's
made a whole storyline.
That will have been it. Yeah.
They're complaining, dude. They're basically throwing stuff. Yeah, right. Right. Becomes Buck the Black, legend. Prayers for Lavinia, justice for Arkham. All right.
Yo, backseat Karening is hilarious. That's crazy.
Big ups, Ira. He's acting like he was at the Firestone. Yeah, just the Firestone, same thing. What's the difference? They upsell you both. The vet at Firestone, same thing. God damn it. Cyclops86 says, why was garbage can so full with flies and ants and where's Cat? All fine questions, my friend. You asking questions we don't have answers for.
She's grazing.
You can make your own examples there. There's one fucking thing. One fucking thing. Go ahead. Phil is super Karen. He needs a cape. Yeah, he does need a cape. He cares for other people. That's when you're at next level. What the fuck was it? There's one great one I wanted to point out about. All right, I'll find it. Porky's Butthole says, long-time certified vet tech here. Hey, look at big baller. Big baller alert. Baller alert.
Hey.
Animal hospitals don't have billing departments. They operate a very thin margin and get payments up front.
Baller alert.
Thank you, Porky's Butthole, for that context. And we do appreciate that because I've heard that from many people, that it's not... I mean, I'm not saying... Has it happened in the history of the universe? Maybe. But in most of the cases, guys, 99% of the cases, if someone says you would eat blood work for a fucking animal, you just do it, man. You just do it.
Yeah.
You know,
It's like, do you know
just
what?
do it.
Medical equipment's expensive. the people who analyze it are very qualified, so they have, you know, quite the price tag attached to them. The equipment is also quite expensive. Those services need paying for, and the vet is part of that. So yeah, it's expensive. That's why you have insurance, you know. Like I had insurance for her originally. It was fine, covered her up to a point. Now past that point, so now I have to pay out of pocket.
Or you don't get a pet
It
if you can't
happens.
afford it.
But
You do the responsible thing.
yeah, or just don't get a fucking pet. I don't think he was ready for the responsibility. He was not
No.
ready for the responsibility. He had no idea of like the wider implications of it.
That's
Like,
why I
when he
needed to
said, "What's
scam the
his
dents for the
health
startup
history?"
cost, the 2K reveal.
Yeah, that's a startup. That's a
The
startup.
startup capital.
He needed some buy-in to start. He needed a lot of buy-in to start that one.
Well, we are moving on to that, Jalaro. Don't forget, lads, this all took place in Seattle, which, as we now know, is the hotbed of gaming.
I hope he goes to downtown Seattle and something bad happens to him for the things he said.
Don't bring a bike
Downtown.
there. Don't bring a bike
Yeah.
there.
Right. Oh, I missed that one. What happened with it? The niggas was trying to rob him in the bike. Wait, what happened? What?
Oh,
what
well, that's
happened?
from his. Okay, from his. This is a lore story from his past. His dad tried to get him to teach him how to ride a bike, so he bought a bike.
Yeah.
He said, "Dad, I can't have a bike because my friend's bike got stolen, so mine's gonna get stolen too." So he made him sell the bike back, and then he won a bike at a raffle. He said, "Oh, I can't have this bike because someone's gonna steal it. Sell that one too." His dad's like, "All right."
Jesus Christ. They just do whatever he says, huh? Except the
I don't
Wolverine.
think. I think they put. I mean, I believe his dad pushed back to a point, but you can only push so far until it's like, all right,
Yeah, right. Yeah.
all right.
So he's just because someone he knew, one bike got stolen. He doesn't ride a bike anymore.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wow.
He's seen enough. He's seen enough, brother. Seen enough.
Sly the
I'm trying
bike thief.
We should talk about the Keemstar.
There's too much death and violence on the streets. We need to
Yeah,
increase the
right.
pace. You can't even ride a bike.
On
So
Dead Sea Scrolls last time, we heard him talk. It described Bridgeport, Connecticut as being, I'm going to quote this, Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, all sorts of immigrants.
Yep.
Puerto Ricans, Mexicans, all kinds of immigrants.
Yeah.
Puerto Ricans aren't
man.
immigrants, by the way. But anyway,
Yeah.
what the
Yeah.
fuck was it? The one I wanted to show was the fuck. Any other mentions you want to mention, Steve or Meerkat there from the leaks? I'm trying to find one myself. So I'm looking for some time. Yeah.
I do have one here about Keem, which is when DSP finds out that Keemstar was gonna make this interview documentary type thing,
That's it. Yeah.
which was very
Yep.
interesting. If I could find it real quick.
He said something about. Yeah. He said this. I don't care. I have no contact with any family besides my parents since I moved here 9 years ago. So all that talk about he has no friends, it's just legit. He doesn't have anyone outside of his parents, right? He admits it there. He'll be interviewing greedy and attention-seeking people. When he says people, he means family, by the way. Let's get that straight. He'll be interviewing greedy and attention-seeking family who I have no relation to. Okay, so I don't care. Gonna totally ignore it. And there's one more about they might talk to my cousin or something. I like that line. What was that?
Whoa. There's no reason. There's no way you could ignore this one if it happened. This one is going to be that you can't ignore. This is like the biggest one. You might pass with the
dude,
Secret Limited, but when the big doc from if Keemstar ever did it, nah. The dance are going to be like, well, wait a minute. Hey,
dude,
even your family.
We're getting a
hates it.
React marathon to end. We're getting the React marathon to end all React marathons if it happens.
Oh yeah.
He's gonna watch
God,
the shit out of that and monetize it.
Oh yeah. So Phil says Keem is apparently going to be very busy talking with and paying people I've never heard of. This is
Oh, he got
complete
the email,
damage
didn't he?
Yeah, complete damage control. We see the
Wait,
email.
what?
So there's an email from Grayson, and he says, "Phil, I was civilized in trying to get in touch with you ahead of Keem. Now it's over. The amount Keem is paying for info is staggering, and no one in the right mind would refuse the amount of money for exposing you. I took the money, so did everyone else. My last piece of advice for you is to apologize to the gnome on video and get a lawyer at the ready on defamation of character. Trust me, you are going to need it." This is just a LARPer. I mean,
Oh, okay. I was like, wait a minute, huh?
just
It sounds like a family, like saying I took it. Hey.
listen to this line. Whoever wrote this, come on, man. You are not immortal, Phil. This will be the end of your career as you know it. Yes, it's that big.
Okay, yeah, you're lame. You're lame.
I think
Stop.
it's all emails like that. I mean, a lot of people emailing like that, I'm sure.
There
Here we
is-
go. It's good. Go ahead, Meerkat. Yeah.
There are definitely a lot of all caps in this email. Apologize to the gnome. on video and get a lawyer at the ready on defamation of character. It's very serious, you guys. They're taking him down. They're killing him.
So Phil's guess at what it was going to be. The interview was it's going to be like 50 people just saying nonsense with no evidence of anything. Maybe a cousin I haven't talked to in 15 to 10 years. Or Howard, who everyone knows is a disgruntled asshole from the video of him and John I reacted to last year. Nothing at all worth my even bothering with.
A cousin won't get you going? If my cousin
definitely.
spoke up, if my cousin spoke out and said, yeah, Sly did this and that, like, wait a minute, what, the family's back? It doesn't matter how long you spoke to him. Yeah, you have to say something. Yeah, it's just not normal. Like, because I didn't get the email until you said it was like a lie. Because I'm like, wait, I thought he just said that his cousin, you might speak to a cousin, you might speak to someone I don't talk to. Like, and then he's like, oh, I don't even know. Wait, what? That doesn't even make sense. There's no one to talk to. I didn't understand that, but I get it. I get you.
Keem needs 2 people to make this an amazing watch that will get a lot of views. Maybe not many views he wants, but he Panda and Jenna, and you got a special.
Rambo.
David Linda. There's so many groups of people that will make this incredible. You're not doxing anybody because they're already fucking doxed anyway. And David Linda, Jenna, and Kat. Kat by herself. Linda, Panda, Rambo,
for that
Howard.
interview.
Yes.
Listen, all Keem's got to do is give me a little change, fly me to Seattle, and I will give you the best interview you've ever had. I'll ambush the motherfucker at the grocery store. I'm going to give you the greatest talk of all time. Trust me. You just got to get me there, dog. I'll stake out the Snort Fort until he leaves in his little car, and I'm going to hawk him down. I'm telling you.
At the tip.
That's not a good idea.
That's a joke.
I'm
While he's like
hawking him
throwing
down.
out back
in
in
Minecraft. You probably should wear white face, or he might already be running away from you. So you gotta be careful. You need to wear a costume.
It's always gonna happen. I'm gonna pluck his phone out, open this motherfucker, and he's gonna open it, and I'm gonna look and be like, if it's true, it's true. If it's not, it's not. Chuff it back in his chest and be like, there you go. I'm walking out. I'm telling you, it's gonna be the greatest time. I'm gonna find out the answers. Trust me. And he's gonna be scared. Anyone that approaches him, he turns red and cries.
Dude, the moment you walk away, he's going to be looking for you on the DoorDash app, trying to find you.
Yeah, he's like, whoa, my order's
Most
not supposed to be here for 30 minutes.
Driver.
There you go, Pescator. Tell King. Tell him send me out there, man. I got him. I'm gonna get some good footage.
You start walking up, he's like, oh, my DoorDash order isn't for another 30 minutes, sir.
Oh, then I'm gonna get mad.
That's the only job you can have, right?
I'm like, you call detractors pussies, right? Say it to me now and get real tough in his face. Yeah. I'm telling
He
you,
would
it's
just
gonna
run
be
up.
good.
Well, he'll be an alcoholic again. He'll be depressed again. Oh my God, can you imagine? He'll be like, I'm sorry, Jaha. I mean, whoever you are.
Urban.
It's all coming back. I'm sorry, Urban Jaha.
Yeah. Send me and what's his name? Oh, Chris. Yes, Chris the Narc. Me and him will fly out there and we'll get you good. He'll record it. I'll check him. I got you. I'm gonna hold the gang down. Jaha. That's a good move.
Obviously Keemstar was very down on it when he talked to Craig about it, so I don't think it's gonna happen. But it wouldn't take much to make an incredible show, Keemstar, with a few bucks. Anyways. Any other points from the leaks you want to talk about, Steven? Anyone you missed of your favorite points?
I don't. I saw that there was the music copyright stuff, but I didn't really look into that. I thought like somebody else would have covered that bit because it's quite a big thing, you know.
Yeah, the
sample of the
sample that hobos and dog. Yeah. That was something. Side Scroller's Cope was very real.
Yeah.
Hobos and dogs.
That's a song that someone used that they later copyright struck, I believe. But anyway, it's not important.
Okay, all right. It's not bad.
Yeah, there's a lot of copyright complaining in these DMs, and all of it is just basically what you've heard on the pre-stream. You're not really missing much. I mean, the whole thing is generally just a pre-stream, but for a smaller audience of people that are just constantly sucking your balls and agreeing with everything you're saying. So yeah, there's no resistance there. Every idea is a great idea. Except with the side scrollers, one of the first images shows that basically everybody but Phil in that Discord were of the opinion that it went really bad and he got exposed.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Even they could see
Even
that.
they could see it. Yeah, exactly. Even his flying monkeys, when even the people that live solely to serve your ego can see that you fucked up. You fucked up. But like one of my favorite lines during the hobos the dogs thing was when they were like, "What's copyright again? That's be more than 10 years, isn't it? That's fine." Like, fucking life with the author plus 70. You know, and they're like, "Oh, it's 10 years. That'll be fine. We can use it now."
Yeah.
Fucking idiots.
So speaking of good ideas, Meerkat, he did say, came up with a bomb idea for the next big event today on the podcast.
Oh,
Bomb
man.
idea. That's just funny.
This is it. This is a great bit.
Okay, the bomb. You want to hear this bomb idea? I'll explain the bomb idea. Hold on to your bombs.
I'm holding.
Street Fighter 6 hype event. Highest difficulty runs in classic SF games where chat picks who I use. Multiple tier maker rankings that are fighting game related. And my wife is going to make tons of food out of the Street Fighter cookbook we have to try and eat live on stream.
Yes.
That's a bomb idea.
My mom is making
that
food,
failed,
you guys. Super exciting. That I think might have been a success, quote unquote, but I don't know. I forgot.
I thought it failed.
That's like all the. No, I mean, you got it's typical. I think
The
day.
Fighting
That's
Feast,
success.
was that the same thing?
Fighting Feast. That was the Fighting Feast. Fighting Feast. Yeah, that was the Fighting Feast. This is bomb idea was the Fighting Feast. But I mean, let's get real. All of the ideas involved doing the game that's most popular at the time, playing a game of some sort, doing a tier maker about that game, and then food. Those are all the events. There's not a bomb idea there. You do the same thing every time.
Every time, besides the cooking.
This event fucking rocked. I opened a random DSP video and he's sitting at $658 in tips. This was the greatest event ever, you guys. And mom made us pizza. That's really cool.
Yeah. But he's also had a few
Oh my
non-bomb
God.
ideas, but that was definitely a bomb
Plus,
idea.
the,
But
Yeah, I was dope.
the best bit is that they're all under there going, "It's great, Phil. Amazing idea.
Yeah.
Well hyped for this. That's fucking genius. You've done it again, Phil."
not every streamer would do a tier maker there, but you went there, bro. That's really brave.
Not just one, multiple.
And you did the whole hour for the schedule? You got a lot of balls. I'll give you credit, man. Anyways, that will do it for this show. Please, King Sly, let us know where we can find you and stuff like that. I'll put the link in the
YouTube.
chat.
Yeah, that's just YouTube King Sly T and Twitter. It's _ King Sly SLYE. And I'll be live tonight, 8:30. Come check it out. Thank y'all for having me. Appreciate it.
Cool.
Big ups, dude, big ups.
On Densey Scrolls side of things, we could be going live tonight as well with John Rambo edition. So it might be on WPIG, but if my computer shit doesn't handle it, we're gonna do it on Snoot Stream because I want to do it no matter what. So it'll be on Detractor Beam or WPIG, but I'll let you know on Twitter, of course. And Steve will hopefully be there. And we're going through John Rambo style podcast. John Rambo with a special guest to that podcast, the name of which is Darkside Phil. So Darkside Phil being a guest on John Rambo's podcast many, many years ago. Should be fun to listen for sure. Meerkat, and you got to send us home this time. So final words and send us home, my friend. Thanks for doing the show.
Yeah, thanks everybody. I was behind the wheel today. Yes?
Oh, Steve? I forgot Steve.
Oh,
Steve.
yeah. Go ahead, Steve.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah.
I'll go stop.
Sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry.
It would be remiss of me. We've already wage quit Mortal Kombat. It lasted less than a day.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Game
forgot that, yeah.
Tracker.
That was
The Game
fucking
Tracker.
well worth.
Game Tracker. We didn't talk about Game Tracker.
We
Fuck.
didn't bury Game Tracker yet.
But yeah.
Game Cucker.
Glad to see that, the joystick, the purchase of 2 new games. Glad to see they were worth not giving a shit about your cat's health for, Phil. Well done.
Yep.
And rest
Beta has bugs. Who knew?
yeah, right.
Who guessed that? Who would have guessed that? All right.
Rip
Under
Game
5 hours.
Tracker.
I've made videos that are longer than how long Phil played Mortal Kombat for.
Yeah, I love Mortal Kombat. He can't say nothing about it. That's like one of my favorite fighting games, Mortal Kombat.
I'm
like-
not that hype for this one. I'm not feeling it.
I play them all. I
I know, but
see. I like Dying Light too, and I didn't like how he downed it either. I liked it. That's one of my favorites as well.
oh, it's not here. I'm just not feeling it in general. I enjoyed
yeah.
11, but I'm not really feeling this one. So
I feel you. I feel you.
All right, boys. Meerkat, send us home, please.
Yeah, big ups everybody. See you around.
Talk about my wife, please. Please.